Kakra. Citi 97.3. More variety.
When I say ABSA, you say yes. ABSA Banking Tea. We go say yes. This 2026 till your jobs but dropping down. Yes, you listening to me right now. I know you get dreams. A work is here. And they work it well. Like me, I want to buy that Porsche car I've been dreaming of. I move into my dream house. No landlord will send me a bill. Join the ABSA family and let's help you say yes to your dreams with tailored banking solutions from loans, mortgages, credit cards to digital banking and more. Make 2026 the year of yes with ABSA. Your story matters.
You are listening to Citi 97.3 FM, the city's finest.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to Citi. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. Citi FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
Doubt and fear, there is a name you can call upon, a faithful God who won't leave you alone. When the burden feels too hard to bear, and it seems like no one really cares, lift your voice, heaven hears your cry. Help is on the way, don't you deny. From his holy place he will respond. Trouble, may the name of God be your strong tower. May he send you help from his sanctuary and give you strength in your weakest hour. When you call, he will hear you. He will never let you fall. May the Lord answer you. May the Lord answer when you call. When the battle rises up like a flood and you're standing trusting in his blood, he will be your shield and your defense. You'll find peace in his presence. Every prayer you've prayed in the night, every tear you've cried in the fight, he has seen and he won't forget. Your breakthrough is coming yet. From his holy place he will respond. You are covered, you are standing strong. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. May the name of God
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
He will hear you. He will never let you fall. May the Lord answer you. May the Lord answer
The Citi Breakfast Show.
The name of the Lord is a refuge. The righteous run in and are safe. No matter the trial before you, his power is greater than the grave. Call his name.
Call his name.
He will answer.
He will answer.
In your weakness.
In your weakness.
There is power.
There is power.
May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. Lift you high above every struggle. May he send you help from his sanctuary and restore your hope and make you whole. When you call, he will hear you. He will never let you fall. May the Lord answer you. Yes, the Lord will answer when you call.
is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
In the day of trouble, when the storm is near, and your heart is filled with doubt and fear, there is a name you can call upon, a faithful God who won't leave you alone. When the burden feels too hard to bear, and it seems like no one really cares, lift your voice, heaven hears your cry. Help is on the way, don't you deny. From his holy place he will respond. You are never ever on your own. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. May the name of God be your strong tower. May he send you help from his sanctuary and give you strength in your weakest hour. When you call, he will hear you. He will never let you fall. May the Lord answer you. May the Lord answer when you call. When the battle rises up like a flood, and you're standing trusting in his blood.
6:30 on the Citi Breakfast Show this morning with a powerful song. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble.
Every tear you've cried in the fight, he has seen and he won't forget.
May the God of Jacob defend you. What a great prayer.
Holy place he will.
May he remember your sacrifices. This is Psalm 20 put together by our Leslie Monza, welcoming you to the Thursday edition
Day of trouble, may the
of the Citi Breakfast Show. We're live here in Accra on 97.3 Citi FM, and we're live across the country on our partner stations.
next hour, when you call.
It says, if you fail in the day of adversity, your strength is really small, which means you prepare against the day of adversity. There are many days that are normal days, but for example, 29th June was a day of adversity. It tested our flood mitigation, our resilience, and our readiness to handle disasters. How well did we do? So all systems can function on a normal day, but there are days called the day of trouble. And it says, not only should you plan and prepare for it, but may the Lord help you in the day of trouble. Yeah. May he send you help from his sanctuary, and may he remember all your sacrifices.
He will hear you. He will.
So let's build the country against the day of crisis. Let's build our economy against the day where maybe there's a global challenge and everything is going down. You need to build your reserves. You need to build your buffers. And what is true for a country is also true for you. You need to build your emotional reserves. You know, because someday somebody will just do something crazy. If you don't have enough patience in your reserves, you just slap the person and they may end you in prison. So you need to build. Everybody needs reserves.
And he won't forget.
Sometimes you deal with people from the reserves of your patience that you have kept for, you know, because some things are there. If you follow it, you will just do something and become like G-Man, you know, then you end up in prison. So one of the things you need to pray for. So your company needs reserves, your country needs reserves, and you yourself, you need reserves, financial reserves, emotional reserves, so that, Charlie, when the day of evil comes, everybody is just annoying you. You just, you know, you can want to say, I won't do the work again.
Can you imagine?
You know, I remember Sunday, this guy said the work, right? It's okay, he's going home. He said, it's okay. He said, me, I brought my leg here, and I said, I won't do it again. Oh! I follow him, go some corner for Joel. The woman I said, Master, you just come back. Then he came back. Today is a big man.
Oh, man.
So may the Lord help you in the day of trouble.
Yeah,
This is business sense from Absa Bank. So get a solar panel, get a green project. We are very happy to finance green issues. Indeed, green finance is one of the new trends which I know will last long, because it's not just EVs and solar panels, but it just makes sense and it's more cost effective.
Lift you high above every struggle.
Watch out for our Auto Expo we're doing in August. It's going to be really interesting indeed. You can come for a test drive. You know.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you sit in the car and you charge 7.
Oh my word!
You ask the people when is the
When did the Lord give you your reserve?
yeah. So we're doing it with Zonda Tech
Oh, beautiful!
in August. I'm trying to get the date.
The date, yeah.
I think it's 4th. Somebody should remind me.
They will bring, Fushamiona.
It's a very powerful thing.
Inside they smell brand new.
So come and pass by. If you are working in a company, come and see. It's August 13 and 14.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
That's a good time.
It's an auto show. The one of many we'll be doing. This one we are doing with Zonda Tech.
Okay. Where is it happening?
Their showroom. They have a number of showrooms. There's one on the George Wakabush Highway.
Okay.
There's another one also on the Dowenya Road. But I think because of traffic, we'll do it here.
Yeah.
Because that place is too far.
Yeah, different.
So come and experience. Come and do a drive. Yeah, because they are very good cars.
Okay. If you drive, can you take him home for just a few days?
No.
Just to see something. Because we want to see how the car
we've created a driving area.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, just a small part.
Okay.
Because Nipa is bad. We are also organizing the Northern Business Fair.
Yeah.
Tamale. And that's on the 25th and 26th of July.
This month.
It's at the Jubilee Park. And we are showcasing the best of the North.
Thank you.
And we have a number of fantastic exhibitors. I'll be telling you about the exhibitors shortly. All of them are coming to display the things they sell, the things they produce. So if you are in Tamale, you are in Wa, you are in Boga, you are in Savelugu, you are in Wale. Please tell yourself 25th and 26th, all Rosalie to Jubilee Park. So we're into the news review segment. Sky, welcome.
Thank you, my brother.
Welcome. Let's get into it.
The Chronicle is here with me this morning. The big story says local rubber processors reject monopoly claims. Also on the front page this morning, the Honorable Kofi Boah has been speaking yesterday. I heard him talk about the Achimota forest.
Oh man,
good.
I was so excited.
We will not share it.
No.
We have a reclaimed one, I think.
Some journalists
let the dead bury their dead.
Journalists ask him some question whether the parts he has the parts he has reclaimed include what was willed to somebody forever.
We are taking everything.
And then the minister said, God bless you forever for that question.
No, God bless the minister.
Forever for that question.
That excites me.
They put you in charge to manage something going on our behalf. You are sharing it and killing it forever. Anyway, so the story about this it's in the newspaper this morning. But this one says 112 pump action guns seized in anti-Galamsey crackdown. And then finally, something here that says chief challenges claims of the Ncherhene Queen Mother over Nineusu lands in court.
Right, so the New Republic this morning, end of the Z-Pay story, denials meet freeze, revocation and arrest. Iyoko sees accounts, BOG takes over operations, and CEO's PR machine struggles to contain the damage as creditors circle. Long headline, miracles out, questions in, Iyoko detention, voluntary repayments, NPP's protest spotlights 55 million Ghana City grand loot at the IMCOOD. Mahamas reset faces Volta test. 2 days, 9 projects, 1 political message. Max reset in Ghana presidential monitoring.
Let me take you to the Daybreak newspaper. Don't call me at GRA as auction sale triggers revenue leakage concerns. Also on the front page this morning, shocker. 17 doctors battle mental health conditions. And GJA frees NDC chairman after public apology.
Now, daily guide this morning, government to earn 550 million Ghana cedis from KGL in 2027. Miracles Abuaji speaks. Iyoko never quizzed me on the 55 million Ghana cedi quote-unquote stolen cash, and minority boycotts BOG briefing over media ban, and the Australia $208 million methamphetamine shipment to Energy Commission staff caged. Let
me take you now to the Insight newspaper. Government backs bold mining reforms as cabinet endorses overhaul of 20-year-old mining law. Reports gains across lands and forestry sectors. Comes with a photograph of the minister responsible for the land space. Also on the front page this morning, JEA Mills Memorial Heritage unveils activities for Attah-Mensah's 14th anniversary.
Yeah.
That will be his passing, right?
Yes, 14th anniversary.
Exactly. And then also Mahama cares for patients to receive first treatment at new cardiac catheterization laboratory at Konebu.
Nice. The overseer is my final paper. Gold Board honors NACOC with 12.65 million Ghana cedis for landmark gold seizure. And Cabinet restores full reserve status to Achimota Forest. That's here as well. Miracle Sabuaji says he's out and unbroken after Iyoko detention, and he vows to lead NPP Communications Directorate. The NPP has annulled constituency executive elections in 3 constituencies over alleged violation, and BOG warns public on currency notes misuse.
I'm taking to the Daily Graphic. The lead story says majority clash over governor's appearance at the Parliament. Cabinet approves mining law overhaul. Lands Ministry touts gains across the sectors. Kofi Boa is photographed here. Motorists raise concerns over Akratima Motorway project. We dealt with this a couple of days ago. The graphic is on it as well. And Achimota Forest regains original status. Now, if I go online to citinewsroom.com, declaring detained MP seat vacant sets dangerous precedent. Majority Leader Yariga says so. Now, cooking oil tops Ghana's informal food imports as cross-border trade deficit widens. Sky, we need to deal with this matter. I know when I raise this issue, sometimes you say something, but it's a serious story. Because, in fact, Ghana's informal trade with neighbors has hit a 31 billion CD mark. And it now surpasses formal trade with neighbors.
Wow.
So what goes through official channels is much less than what goes to informal, which means that we're not getting the right taxes, which means that people who produce goods here smuggling. Charlie, it's a big chaka. We have to deal with it very seriously. Still on citinewsroom.com, Gold Coast Fund customers demand full payout in mid-year budget. They are mounting pressure on ATO. Meanwhile, SEC is warning the public against Bit Exchange and Bond Chat Investment. What if you hear a name like Bit Exchange and Bond Chat Investment? Why would you go and give them your money? SEC says put the money there at your own risk. Now, NIH says photocopying Ghana card for transactions is now illegal. And then the BOG says no direct FX interventions in 2025. Then there's another interesting one here. NCA has removed the next gen Infraco's exclusive wholesale 5G rights. I think Samuel Attah-Mensah read that. So all these stories are on citinewsroom.com. Channel 1 News is leading with Ghana East to demolish structures on waterways after July 16, which is today.
Okay.
19-year-old jailed 5 years for stealing iPhone XR and 5,700 CDs. Meanwhile, Ghana Education Service releases funds for SHS and SHTS perishable items. And then minority walks out of Ahiafo's ruling on SIM registration questions. My John Online leads this morning with Ghana must end cycle where every high-profile investigation becomes political. This is CDD. Kwesindum says it takes a kukudro to do business in Ghana.
What is a kukudro?
Courage. A lot of courage to do business in Ghana. Ndum reacts after Supreme Court halts GN savings revival. And then BOG rolls out new digital banking framework as financial sector goes more digital. I'll give you a couple more quickly here. The High Street Journal, 37 years of hope, narrowing ratios, widening gaps. And then Galamsey is wiping out cocoa board investment in cocoa farms and threatening future harvest. Meanwhile, in the rest of the world, US strikes Iranian-linked oil tanker deep within the Persian Gulf. That's Bloomberg's story. And the BBC says why England's loss to Argentina felt like the most painful in 60 years of hate. Charlie, grown men are boo-booing, and they're asking, did Thomas Tuchel's defensive tactics cost England?
Look, I mean,
he should have come to ask us how to defend. Because we know how to defend. We know how to defend.
The problem is that, on
Messi,
hindsight,
Messi is just good.
Charlie, Messi is on the field. So
Messi, two assists.
Charlie.
I think he's the GOAT.
God bless you for saying.
But I suppose Spain.
That's fair.
Even though Messi is the GOAT, Spain must win. Argentina.
Why must Spain win though?
It's a difficult conversation, but we don't have this one. It's a lot of things. But let's just stay with the paper.
Okay, so let's take up this.
No, let me start with Cabinet restoring full reserve status to Achimota. I'm starting in the overseer this morning. Cabinet has revoked Executive Instrument EI 144 restoring the Achimota Forest Reserve to its full protected status and reversing the decision that removed part of the forest from the reserve 4 years ago. The decision restores the forest to its original classification under 1927 declaration, bringing an end to the legal changes introduced in 2022 that excised about 361.5 acres from the southern portion of the reserve. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakufibua, announced the decision at a media briefing on Wednesday, July 15, 2026, during the Government Accountability Series. Now, he said Cabinet on June 24 approved the revocation of the EI 144 as amended by EI 234 to restore the forest reserve's original legal status.
I think honestly that beyond this cabinet initiative, we need proper legislation put in place to protect that
forever
and forever. What it means then is that we should put in what would in essence be
clauses that cannot be changed. Entrenched clauses.
Entrenched, so make the entire legislation. It's possible to do it. Where you say, for instance, that you need 2/3 of all MPs, or you need some consensus to be able to revoke it or amend it.
Stay in the inside. They are also talking about bold mining reforms, the review of the Minerals and Mining Act.
Okay, so that one, that's right. So it says the government has approved a sweeping overhaul of Ghana's mining laws, paving the way for major reforms aimed at strengthening regulation, promoting responsible resource management, and ensuring that the country's mineral wealth contributes more effectively to national development. Now, the revised Minerals and Mining Act of 2026, which is Act 703, has been endorsed by Cabinet and forwarded to Parliament for consideration. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Kofi Boa, announced at the Government Accountability Series held at the Presidency in Accra on Wednesday. The story continues to say that presenting his ministry's performance for the first half of 2026, the minister said the proposed legislation introduces significant changes to Ghana's mining regime. These include the establishment of district mining committees as the entry point for mining licenses, the creation of a new medium-scale mining category, and replacement of recognizance licenses with a single prospecting license limited to 5 years and a maximum 20-year duration for mining leases.
Meanwhile, Galamsey fight to suffer without state backing. Ken Ashigbe, convener of the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining, has warned that the government's crackdown on illegal mining will continue to fail unless state officials actively enforce the law. He was speaking on Joy FM yesterday, where he argued that while the minister in charge is making frantic effort, the broader anti-Galamsey campaign is being sabotaged by the very state operatives tasked with supporting it. He pointed out there that despite the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretary Naimus making several arrests, illegal mining continues unabated in full public view. So we've had promises that the principals involved in Galamsey will be arrested when this government is voted into power, but now the complaints that it's the accessories that are being apprehended.
Let me take you to a Galamsey related story on page 6 of the Chronicle. Galamsey poisoning Ghana's food chain. Ghana is talking about that. Richard Usuacha writes for the Chronicle this morning and says the Ghana Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics,
yes,
has raised concerns over growing food safety threats in Ghana, warning that illegal mining activities, popularly known as Galamsey, and the increasing consumption of ultra-processed foods are putting public health at risk. Now, the concerns were contained in a statement issued by GAND to launch the 2026 Nutrition Month. Now, this year's campaign, which runs through July, is being held under the theme Food Safety, Everyone's Responsibility. And it goes on to talk about...
I just want to say something. In the new review of the Minerals Act, people are saying, why is government giving a limit to the leases it gives to foreign companies? And the attempt to nationalize Ghana's mines, people have criticized. Reuters has a story this morning that the United Kingdom has nationalized British steel in a bid to safeguard domestic steel making. That one has not led to anybody called...
Nobody's complaining.
Now, the UK has nationalized British steel in an effort to protect the future of steel production in the country. The government said in a statement on Thursday, completing a takeover of what was a Chinese-owned company. That one is generating resource nationalism conversations.
The Chinese
the government said bringing British Steel into public ownership was necessary to protect the UK's national interest. All right, I'm just saying that sometimes we need to also think about our national interest and do what benefits our people. It shouldn't be always foreign interest. That's and the British Steel is part of the fabric of our nation and the cornerstone of Britain's industrial strength. Today's decision secures the future of steel making in the UK, protects skilled jobs, and safeguards a vital national capability. Outgoing Prime Minister Keir Starmer said. And by the way, the EU was formed initially as an European Economic Union because of steel. So we shouldn't sit down and think that for us, when people come and tell us how we are doing well and we give our resources to people, it means that we are wise. We are not. Let me give you two stories that will concern you. Informal cross-border trade between Ghana and its three land neighbors reached 31 billion cedis in the first quarter of this 2025 review period, surpassing formal trade, according to a new report released by the GSS. Now, the informal cross-border trade report, which provides the first continuous measurement of informal trade flows, found that informal trade was about 1.5 times the value of formal trade. Sky, with Togo, Burkina Faso, and Cote d'Ivoire, which was only 20 billion over the same period. Right now, the survey tracked informal trade across 206 active border points in 10 of Ghana's 16 regions between October 2024 and September 2025 through direct observation of goods crossing and face-to-face interviews with traders. Data was collected for 14 days each month between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Now, government statistician says you cannot plan for what you cannot measure and you cannot protect what you cannot see. Measuring informal cross-border trade is the first step towards understanding its contribution to Ghana's economy. Now, food accounted for almost 50% of informal trade by the third quarter of 2025, with cooking oil remaining the largest food import by value. Livestock was imported mainly from Burkina Faso, while vegetables and oil seeds entered largely through Togo. Ghana's informal food trade deficit doubled from about 400 million in the first quarter to about 800 million. What it means is that we are bringing food in informally more than we are sending out. It means that people feel like food prices in Ghana will benefit them if they smuggle it. So our government is not getting taxes from this food that is being informally imported, while our exports are not that much.
But are they African produced or they are
we don't know.
produced?
The second food item was rice.
Molu.
Right. So now our informal food trade deficit has doubled from our 400 million to 800 million. The Upper East region recorded the highest value of informal exports.
Wow.
While the Volta region recorded the highest value of informal imports.
Yes.
Paga remained the busiest entry point for imported goods. Sky, this is a big report.
Yeah, it is.
So we have to look into it well.
And,
we have to investigate it.
and that's what played a key role in the transport of these goods in the informal sector. Aboboya. The Aboboya economy, how small traders drive Ghana's 31 billion border market. So most goods moved by tricycles, not truck. And the data from the Ghana Statistical Service shows that tricycles accounted for a significant share of goods moved through informal border channels between January and September 2025, carrying an average of about 2 billion Ghana cedis worth of exports and 1.7 billion cedis worth of imports across the border. So the
question is, are they properly tracked? Do we know who's, and do we know whether they are bringing contraband goods as well? The GRA are aware. GSS, thank you for this. Let's do some work with it.
As you mentioned GRA, let me take your story to the lead story on the front page of the Daybreak newspaper. Don't call me at GRA. And we are told they are doing some auction and people are not happy. Page 3 of the newspaper has that story and says fresh allegations have emerged over the Ghana Revenue Authority's auction regime, with claims that the disposal of confiscated and uncleared goods at heavily discounted prices is depriving the state of significant revenue at a time the government is pushing to increase domestic revenue mobilization. An insider familiar with the auction process, who spoke on condition of anonymity, alleged that the current disposal system allows valuable goods to be sold far below their estimated worth, raising concerns about transparency and value for money. Now, sources indicate that a 40-foot container of used clothing with an estimated duty value of at least 60,000 Ghana cedis was auctioned for 12,000 Ghana cedis. The question is, why are we even importing used clothing into the country in the first place? And auctioning it for...
Meanwhile, NCA has ended next gen Infraco's exclusive rights to Ghana's wholesale 5G network. This is a significant story. Channel 1 News is reporting that The National Communications Authority has amended the wholesale electronic communication infrastructure license of NextGen Infraco Limited, removing the company's exclusive right to operate Ghana's wholesale 5G infrastructure. In a statement issued yesterday, Wednesday, July 15, the NCA said the amendment was made in the public interest and takes immediate effect. According to the authority, the exclusive provisions were originally introduced as part of the regulatory framework to support the development of a national wholesale 5G network, granting the company the sole right to own and operate the wholesale 5G infrastructure in Ghana. However, NCA said developments in the telco sector have made it necessary to adopt a more competitive market structure.
Right. Launch nationwide manhunt for Bole SHS teacher. This is the Ministry of Education.
Well, has he run away?
Police. They've still not picked him up yet since mid-June. So a teacher at Bole Senior High School is currently the subject of a nationwide manhunt after fleeing authorities when a viral video allegedly showed him engaging in sexual misconduct with a student inside a school laboratory. Now, the scandal erupted mid-June this year when the disturbing footage began circulating on social media. GES acted swiftly, indicting the teacher and launching a formal investigation. However, before authorities could apprehend him, the suspect reportedly fled toward border towns to evade arrest. The case has since been handed over to the Ghana Police Service. By July 1, GES escalated its administrative actions by officially freezing the indicted teacher's salary. The incident has drawn high-level political attention, with the Education Minister Haruna Idrisu publicly condemning the act as unacceptable and shameful. Idrisu has urged police to expedite the suspect's arrest.
Well, meanwhile, GES said they've released items or payment for perishable items from 1st March to 4th September this year for SHS2 and SHS3 students. So management of GES wishes to inform the all regional directors to notify heads of SHSs and SHTSs that perishables for schools from 1st March to 4th September for Form 2s and Form 3s have been transferred to their various accounts. Heads of senior high schools are reminded to send official receipts of the funds received to the Director General through the regional accountant. So, Sikanaba.
But let's take us back to a matter we've been dealing with for the past 3 weeks or so: garbage in the cities. Now, if you go to page 9 of the Chronicle, STMA blames rain for heaps of refuse on streets. Now, Alfred Adams writes from Takrady that after remaining silent for days as heaps of refuse collected during last week's national sanitation exercise littered streets across the Sekunde Takrady metropolis and sparked public outrage, the Sekunde Takrady Metropolitan Assembly has issued what could be described as a carefully curated afterthought statement detailing and explaining why it was unable to execute or evacuate the waste promptly. Now, the statement released by the office of the MCE after residents complained of foul odors and mounting refuse, while social media criticism intensified, attributed the delay to logistical challenges at the fulcrum engineered landfill site.
All right.
He goes on to talk about that item. But quickly, let me tell you too about a story on page 2 of the Insight. Medina DCE rallies residents to sustain cleanup campaign after massive youth turnout. So
you understand the story.
Yes.
Photocopying Ghana card is now illegal. Offenders will face fines of up to 24,000 cedis. The executive secretary of the NIA and CEO Wisdom Koku Deku announced on Wednesday, July 15, that the amendment has been gazetted, making biometric verification the only lawful means of verifying the identity of a Ghana card holder in a transaction.
So now if I go to the bank, they are not going to ask me to hand over my card.
I went to the bank last week and I showed them the card and they asked me to put my finger on something to verify.
Yeah, the verification.
So when I put my finger, they said, you can go for the money.
Okay.
So that's it.
Miracles Abuaji speaks. Iyoko never quizzed me on 55 million Ghana cedis stolen cash. Former Executive Secretary of the Inter-Ministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, Dennis Miracles Abuaji, has spoken following his release from the Economic and Organized Crime Office custody after fulfilling a 50 million Ghana cedi bill condition on Tuesday evening. In a Facebook post on Wednesday, Mr. Abuaji said Iyoko did not discuss any matter relating to the alleged theft of 55 million Ghana cedi public funds with him, contrary to claims circulating in sections of the media.
So what did they ask him? Did he say?
He didn't mention here. It says, for the records, there was no discussion of any 55 million Ghana cedis with me by by Yoko. None. Dennis wrote on Facebook, if the intention was to break me, it has failed. If the intention was to scare me, it has failed spectacularly. Fuel has only been added to fire. I'll lead the NPP's communications directorate to command the narrative and no sell.
They have won the election for him.
No intimidation.
Yoko has done the work. Now, there's a story that the graphic has done, which I think is a follow-up to what we've been doing this week. The ongoing Accra to Motor expansion has sparked safety concerns among commuters, traders, and motorists who have called for improved traffic management measures as construction works go on. For thousands of Ghanaians who ply the 19.5 kilometer route daily, a highway once known for faster movement between Accra and Tema has become a bundle of frustration due to heavy traffic, dust, and safety risks in some sections of the construction. The expansion project, which started in 2024, is expected to improve mobility along one of Ghana's busiest transport routes, but commuters say the ongoing works, particularly along the Mane to Tema stretch, have created difficult conditions with limited warning signs, inadequate road markings, and insufficient separation between vehicles and construction activities.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so the people should do better.
Okay, let me just mention that if you read the Daybreak newspaper's editorial, they're talking about the public transport crisis we still have, and they are calling for an urgent national attention to the situation.
The newspaper review segment was brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Switch to Fidelity today and enjoy amazing benefits from lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. It's time to switch to Fidelity and smile. Call 0800 003355. Fidelity, believe with us.
Hey, Andrea, challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank, and that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle, and the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I need your side, Fidelity.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
All right, so Netele Ajaho is here with the Citi Business News. Good morning, Netele.
Good morning, Bernard, and you're welcome to the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News. It's brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Good Energy. Coming up, fuel prices set to rise as 2nd July pricing window begins, and NCA ends NGIC's exclusive 5G rights, opens market to competition and investment. And later, aggrieved customers of Gold Coast Fund Management demand full budget allocation ahead of mid-year review. Let's settle for the details now. Cooking oil remained Ghana's largest informal food import in the first 9 months of 2025, highlighting the country's continued reliance on neighboring markets to meet demand for key food items. The latest informal cross-border trade report by the Ghana Statistical Service shows cooking oil consistently accounted for the highest share of informal food imports between January and September 2025, even though its contribution declined marginally over the period. There's more in the following report.
For consumers, the data points to the growing role of informal cross-border trade in supplying essential food products into Ghana, particularly as traders turn to neighboring countries for items that support daily household consumption. Cooking oil was the dominant informal food import throughout the 3 quarters of 2025, accounting for 16.3% of imports in the first quarter before declining to 14.4% by the third quarter. Rice also had an 8.4% share of informal food imports in the third quarter, while livestock, particularly cow, recorded a steady decline from 6.9% in the first quarter to 5.5% by the third quarter. Other key food imports included sugar, which accounted for about 5.7% of informal food imports, while maize moved from 4.7% in the first quarter to 5.1% in the second quarter, before returning to 4.7% in the third quarter. Shea nuts also recorded a 7% of informal food imports in the third quarter.
Emmanuel Opong filed that report. Now, consumers of petroleum products are expected to pay more at the pumps from today as the second pricing window for July begins. The Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies projects that petrol prices would rise by 5.31%, diesel by 7.5%, and liquefied petroleum gas by 1.3%. The projected increase means higher fuel costs for motorists and businesses, with possible knock-on effects on transport fares, operating costs, and the price of goods and services. COMAC attributes the expected price hikes to renewed geopolitical tensions, which have pushed up international crude oil and refined petroleum product prices amid concerns over supply disruptions and shipping security through the Strait of Hormuz. Renewed tensions between the United States and Iran have also pushed Brent crude above $80 per barrel. Now, the National Communications Authority has removed the condition in NextGen Infraco Limited's license that granted the company exclusive rights to operate as Ghana's sole provider for wholesale 5G infrastructure. This is aimed at opening the market to greater competition and investment. The amendment, which takes effect from July 15, 2026, revises the company's wholesale electronic communications infrastructure license, but leaves the other provisions of the license intact, including the company's spectrum assignments. There's more in this report.
The National Communications Authority says the exclusive wholesale 5G model was initially introduced to accelerate the rollout of Ghana's national 5G infrastructure. But with the telecommunications market evolving, the regulator says opening the wholesale 5G market to competition will better serve the country's digital economy. For businesses and consumers, this could mean increased investment in 5G infrastructure, improved network quality, greater innovation, and over time, more competitive services as additional wholesale infrastructure providers enter the market. The NCA says the decision followed months of regulatory engagement with NextGen Infraco Limited. The authority notified the company of the proposed amendment in March, received its objections in April, and later heard its oral representations before the governing board in May before reaching a final decision. The regulator has clarified that only NGIC's exclusive rights have been removed. The company's license remains valid and it retains all other rights and obligations, including its spectrum assignment. According to the NCA, the amendment was made and the powers granted by the Electronic Communications Act and the terms of the NGIC's license, allowing license conditions to be amended in the public interest. The authority believes a policy shift will strengthen competition in Ghana's wholesale 5G market, attract fresh capital into the communications sector, improve network resilience and service quality, and support the country's broader digital transformation agenda.
Nashika Caesar filed that report. Now, two financial institutions caught up in separate regulatory actions by the Bank of Ghana are taking different paths, while GN Savings and Loans and expressing its confidence that the Supreme Court will ultimately restore its operating license. Fintech firm ZPay says it is cooperating with the central bank following the revocation of its dedicated e-money issuer license. Here is more.
For GN Savings and Loans, attention has now shifted to the Supreme Court after the Apex Court granted the Bank of Ghana's application to stay the execution of the Court of Appeal's judgment restoring the company's operating license. Despite the latest development, Vice President of Group Indum, Nana Ofori Owusu, says the company remains optimistic as it prepares its response to the central bank's appeal.
We are very hopeful that at the end of this process, the Supreme Court will once again rule in our favor as the appeal court has done. So it's not as if a ruling from the Supreme Court has come on a substantive case. It is when we were entering into execution of the ruling of the court that they went to halt the execution, which is the stay that they filed. And that was denied at the appeal court level. It has been agreed on the Supreme Court level. But it has nothing to do with the substantive case. Because as it stands right now on record, we have won the case. We have won the case, and they are appealing the case to the Supreme Court. So we'll go there and we believe we'll win again. So in terms of our preparation, well, we're still in full force preparation.
The company says it is continuing internal preparations for a possible return to operations, although it acknowledges it cannot resume business until the legal process is concluded. Meanwhile, the Bank of Ghana has begun enforcing its decision to revoke ZPay Ghana's license. Earlier on Wednesday, officials of the central bank were at the company's headquarters to ensure management of the fintech company comply. Hours later, ZPay issued a statement saying it is working closely with the Bank of Ghana and other stakeholders to ensure an orderly, transparent, and responsible resolution. The company also assured customers, employees, agents, merchants, and business partners of its commitment to maintaining an open communication throughout the process.
Emmanuel Opong filed that report. Now, as the Finance Minister prepares to present the 2026 Media Budget Review next week, customers of defunct Gold Coast Fund Management are urging government to allocate funds to settle the outstanding investments. In a statement issued on Thursday, the aggrieved customers of the fund management company said the budget offers a critical opportunity to restore confidence in Ghana's financial sector by resolving one of the country's longest-running investment crises. The group says thousands of investors, including pensioners, workers, and small business owners, continue to face financial hardship years after the collapse, insisting they only want the return of the invested funds. Now on the interbank market this morning, the dollar is trading at 11 cedis 47 pesos, the British pound at 15 cedis 39 pesos, and the euro at 13 cedis. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News. Is brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Gold Good Energy. I am Nete Linete Ajahu. Have a good business day.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Original the drink.
Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
Introducing Ghana's leading pay-as-you-copy photocopier leasing company. Lease an A4, A3, heavy-duty or production machine and pay for only the copies made or design your own payment plan. Simple and tietia. That's not all. Incredibly, toners, repairs, maintenance, follow-me printing, centralized tracking all come free of charge. Remember, financial prudence is the name of the game. Folks, forget about the expensive gimmicks and be smart. Join the hundreds of satisfied clients across all the 16 regions and every sector of the economy and save over 60% of your printing costs. Visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244 644048. Be prudent and lease a copier. Terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Enterprise Blue FM.
Enterprise Blue FM, the bus.
It's DJ E on Enterprise Blue FM. Guys, after the heavy rains this week, we are looking for the calmest person in Ghana. Who's the most chill person you know right now? Let's go!
DJ, it has to be Mansa. Look, the flood entered her house and completely submerged her car. Next thing I see on her WhatsApp status, she's smiling and sipping tea on her balcony. Like me, I'll be crying, but she's totally relaxed. DJE, it's true. Mansa's home and car are destroyed, but this girl is not stressing at all. She just tells us everything is under control. Hey, Mansa, how?
Wow, Mansa, we need your secret too.
They say Entoa, but when unexpected floods strike, we've got you covered. At Enterprise Insurance, with over 100 years of experience, we say whether it's home, motor, travel, or insurance for your business, Entoa, if it happens, chill.
Enterprise, your advantage.
The jamming never stops. The game never stops. The productivity never stops. The music never stops. At J&J, we keep your world powered with reliable generators, solar energy, and UPS solutions, so the power never stops. Your go-to for total energy solutions, making sure you work, thrive, and live life uninterrupted. Visit our website, gjtechghana.com, or call us on 0302-689-178 or 179 or 0202-222-220. J&J, your energy partner.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Help me make I know they talk much. I wanna be concise. They want to accommodate. Come make I be alright. Working from 9 to 5. You polite, my hand design. I'm scanning the whole area. Don't go down.
Grateful to Netele Nete Ajaho for the business news. Gabby Affair joins us shortly to talk about yesterday's absolute blockbuster in Atlanta. The ultimate golden boot race, the Spanish masterclass, and more. All of that on kickoff shortly, but the business news was brought to you by EcoBank, MTN, and Goel.
It should be exciting. Play you like violin. Help me make I know they talk much. I wanna be concise. To accommodate.
Now, you know how money really moves in Ghana, right? EcoBank knows how it happens, not just on payday, but every day. And Gabby knows this, not just on payday. Connecting people, connecting you to the people who matter most. EcoBank provides one seamless banking experience across 34 African countries. Our digital platforms instantly connect people, businesses, and opportunities across the entire continent. So pay bills, transfer funds, manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Just download the EcoBank mobile apps, dial star 770 hash, use EcoBank online and our nationwide ATMs. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. You see the recent rains and the floods that came in its wake. Many families have been reeling under its impact, counting their losses, damaged homes, flooded vehicles, disrupted businesses. But Mansa, while the damage was real for her, there was one less thing to worry about. She had the right insurance cover with Enterprise Insurance. They say Entuada, but Enterprise Insurance is changing the narrative. We say Entuada. If it happens to you, chill, because we've got you. Don't wait for the unexpected to catch you off guard. Secure your home, car, travel, and business today with our innovative insurance solutions. Enterprise Insurance, your advantage. Attention online drivers and Pragia operators, don't just complete trips and rewards along the way. With Momo Merchant, passengers can pay you by scanning your GHQR or the Momo app or by using your merchant ID. Every eligible transaction brings you closer to exciting rewards. Visit any MTN branch nationwide with your Ghana card to register for a Momo Merchant account and enjoy added convenience and security for your business funds. This campaign is in partnership with GHQR, powered by Gibbs. Terms and conditions apply. Gabi is here. Before I tell you who sponsors kickoff, Valex Lease Equip Limited is Ghana's leading photocopier leasing company. They are doing something amazing. They lease multifunctional photocopiers, which you can pay for as you copy and print or design your own payment plan. Lease A4 and A4, A3 heavy-duty MFP with sorter stapler finisher and production machine sorter stapler finisher coming with it. You also enjoy free toners, cartridges, repairs, maintenance, follow me printing, centralized monitoring of all staff and nationwide coverage. Save more than 60%. Visit valexlease.com. 0244-644-048 is the number to call. Remember, Valex Lease is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. Valex Lease affordable document management solutions. Kickoff is brought to you by Lesheho. If you're ready to power up your finances, unlock your path to financial freedom, Lesheho Fixed Deposit Solution is tailored just for you. With Lesheho's Fixed Deposit Solution, you are making your money work for you. So join the investment revolution with our Fixed Deposit Solution. Take charge of your financial future. 0302-208-333. Call this number to learn more. Invest wisely. Invest with Lesheho. Lesheho, let's improve life. Now, the thing is, England was less than 10 minutes away from their first World Cup final in 60 years. And then Lionel Messi. Oh my God, he served up two masterclass assists to Enzo Fernandez, Martinez. Oh my Lord. Yesterday was the game for football lovers.
Yeah, and Argentina once again showed their trademark grit, right, and determination to outpower England. When I say trademark greats, Caleb, look, they've been doing this right from the knockout stage in terms of leaving it late and then kicking out their opponent. People have forgotten that they did the same thing against Cape Verde in the round of 32. You can check the goals and see the goals started coming around the 92nd minute.
Absolutely.
Against Egypt, they did the same thing around the 90th minute to extra time. Against the Swiss in the quarterfinals, they repeated it again, and then they repeated it again against England. Now look, when you look at that first goal England conceded, and you look at the way Argentina approached the game after Anthony Gordon had given England the lead, they were calm. They knew that they'll get their moment. They kept on attacking. They kept on trying.
Their staying power.
Messi
so they pushed to the end.
Yes, Messi at a point trying to weave his way past
in the box,
the England defense in the box. He did it one time, and I think he tried a second time. It didn't work, and that's very smart of him. So when he realized that he didn't work, what did he do?
Crosses.
He didn't then commit himself into the box again. He knows that he has a very sweet left foot. So what do? I put in the crosses. And they were dangerous. And it's very poor on the part of Thomas Tuchel not to have realized the danger or sense it and provide solutions to it. Then going ahead to do substitutions. I don't understand why he decided to yank out his runner in Anthony Gordon. 72nd minute. You want to defend against this Argentine team as early as that minute, right? Took out Anthony Gordon, brought in Ezri Konza, who is a defender. He brought in Dan Ben, and then there was another player he brought, Nico Riley. These days, you can tag him as a defender. Then I thought that Thomas Tuchel had destroyed, self-distracted the game plan, the approach to maybe take a second lead against this Argentine team, and then you can close.
So this wasn't just the inevitability of Messi's greatness, but I think the chances that Tuchel blew that.
Yeah, I think he can pin some of the blame on Thomas Tuchel from the way he approached the game. The Argentines were very comfortable in passing the ball around because they knew they'll get their moment, and they were very confident of breaking that England backline, right? So I am not a big fan of what Thomas Tuchel did in terms of the substitutions, and you know, to say that and to actually see that he realized that he had goofed. Then he started introducing attackers. Marcus Rashford.
Too late.
It was too late. The Argentines already taking the game. And the two players who gave Argentina the goal, Enzo Fernandez, Lautaro Martinez, they've been doing this at the dying embers of the game. Like I said, right from the knockout stages to what they did yesterday. So Enzo Fernandez has scored about 2 goals in the 90 plus minutes. Same as Lautaro Martinez. He's done so in those same moments.
Yeah.
So those two players, in fact, the whole Argentine team, together with their head coach Lionel Scaloni, knew that they were going to get their moments against this England team. And you see, the thing about football is that when you keep on defending, and you don't have anybody to relieve off that pressure of you.
Yeah.
In terms of transition, it will come back to bite you, because then you rather empower your opponent to keep on attacking
more
pressure, and that incessant attack on the part of the Argentine, very perfect. They didn't stop. And to even finish up or to add to it, you can look at the XG. It spoke for the Argentine national team. At the end of the game, they were doing about 1.93 in terms of the expected goals. And looking at that of England were doing 0.73. I think it was that lower. So it was always going to be the Argentina team winning that game against England. Tactical masterclass on the part of Lionel Scaloni. And Caleb, I've spoken about the know-how before. When it comes to this tournament, if you've been there before, we say something, you be there. You get it?
Yeah.
I do before. The Argentine team national, they knew that, look, we've been here before. We can go through this moment.
Yeah.
And then we can get out of it. And they were very calm. So I think Lionel Scaloni was smart. Then what he did, after he had taken a 2-goal, when it was 2-1, I think, then he also began bringing on defenders. He brought in Nicolas Otamendi to then protect the lead. So it was smart play from Lionel Scaloni that got a better.
So if you look at the team
stats,
stats, if you look at the shots, Argentina had 14, England had 6.
Yeah.
Shots on target, 6 for Argentina, 3 for England, and possession 64% for the Argentine. The English had 36%. With respect to passes, you had 578 passes. England had 331. Pass accuracy 93%, Argentina 84%. So clearly, and when you look at the fouls for England 11, 15 for Argentina, yellow cards 1 for the English, 3 for the Argentine. So clearly, the guys were in a domineering lead.
Yeah. Let me explain something with the number of fouls that went the way of England.
Yeah.
The way Thomas Tuchel sets up his team, right? He makes his team thrive on chaos. And when you look at the first half, the game plan was to take Messi out of the game. So they like the physical battles that was happening on the pitch in the first half. It was very gritty. It wasn't too nice. There were too many stop and plays at a point. I was even scared for the referee that he could lose the game. Because what the Argentine national team was doing is that anytime they kicked Messi, you realize that the rest of the 10 players, even if Emi Martinez can leave his post and join, they would all swarm that area and begin to protect Messi and go at who kicked Messi. Right? So the Argentines and the Argentines also like this. They can have that part of their game because of course South Americans. But what England were doing was to take Messi out of the game, kick him, don't allow him into the box. And you could see when Messi got the ball, they double up on him. Either it's Anthony Gordon or it's Declan Rice or whoever is doing it, just to take him out of the game. So look, I think it was a good game on the part of Lionel Scaloni. Messi got 2 assists in that game. So what it means is that he has 8 goals and 4 assists at this year's tournament. 8 goals tied with Mbappe, in the goal scoring chart, and he added 2 assists to the 2 he already had, so making it 4. And what it also means for Argentina is that they have reached, it's the 7th time they've reached the World Cup finals.
7th?
Yeah, the only team to have done more than what Argentina have done is Germany. Yeah, so
7th time consecutively.
Yes. So no, not consecutively.
Okay, over time.
Over a period. So look, it's big for them. Now the finals is on. The defending champions against the 2010 champions.
So you have the English going to face the French for
the third place playoff,
English and French. And then you have the Argentines going to face the Spaniards, and that's a bit later.
Yeah, that's on Saturday. So Saturday you have the third place playoff game happening. Like you said, England taking on France. And then on Sunday, you have the finals at the MetLife Stadium, Argentina and also Spain. It's the first time that in the FIFA World Cup history, you have a European champion and a Copa America champion meeting at the finals of the World Cup. So Spain are 2024 European champions. And then Argentina are Copa America champions or CONMEBOL. So it's good. It's good for the eyeballs. It's good for
commerce.
anybody who would want to watch this game. And even for the neutrals, you don't want to watch. I say neutrals because people say that, Lamine Yamal looks up to Lionel Messi.
True.
So it's the goats against the baby goats.
Yeah.
So
the mentee kind of game.
Lamine Yamal up against Lionel Messi. All left-footed wingers. We'll see who carry the day. But one has got immense experience. One has got the know-how.
Yeah.
The other one,
huge talent.
First time on the World Cup stage at that level. And I won't take anything from what Luis de la Fuente has done with this team to have carried this team all the way from the group stage to where they reach. Nobody gave them a chance really to reach that stage because they have gone through some slight issues. Lamine didn't start well at the tournament because he has an injury. Same as Nico Williams, also nursing an injury. But Luis de la Fuente knew how to get the best out of this team. Rodri's form came at a very best time for them. He's earning all the plaudits. People are happy with what he's done with this national team. That midfield is a delight to watch. I'm talking about that from Spain. So I think that final would be very, very good. It would be a very, very good game. I don't know who would win. Don't ask me.
I know those whose goat is out had one eye closed watching the game and now,
I mean,
everyone knows that, Charlie.
The Ororo people,
the undisputed, unopposed.
I mean, look, even right from the quarters.
Yeah.
So the other side, there is two people.
Yeah.
They were praying that the Swiss national team will kick Argentina, but it didn't happen. Messi is through to the finals again. If he wins it, it then fuels or pushes him very closer to the Ballon d'Or. Yeah. And what a way to bow out of football. Win the World Cup, win the Ballon d'Or.
And then you drop the mic.
Exactly. You hang up your boots and
you say, meh. Greatest good.
Services, innovative financial solutions. We deliver on our promise because we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, hey mama, hey mama. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation. Let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, let's go, let's go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's go, we improve your life.
Hey, my screen, Charlie. I just bought this thing. Relax. We get Samsung Care Plus. What's that, Charlie? Samsung Care Plus covers accidental screen damage like yours. One small repair fee and your phone is sorted. Hey, Mario, you need my Galaxy S25. S25, A series, Z Flip, Z Fold, all covered. I just registered within 30 days of buying. Did you? I bought it like last week. Go register now. Make you no waste time.
Samsung Care Plus. Protect your Samsung Galaxy phone today. Register within 30 days of purchase. Visit samsung.com/Africa or your nearest Samsung dealer. Terms and conditions apply.
Charlie, the contract is here. Oh, my pocket. Flat like a football with no air.
Don't stress. That is why DCI Microfinance is here for you.
DCI? What magic can they do?
No magic, just real solutions. With your contract and LPO financing, you can deliver on time. And when you're waiting on payment, their invoice and certificate discounting puts cash in your hands quickly. Their loans are fast, simple, and reliable.
So no more borrowing for my father-in-law? Now, that's a blessing.
Exactly. Call them now on 0577 669346. DCI Microfinance, miles beyond the extra.
Great news! The Ungalicious Abinwaha promo has been extended to 15th August 2026. And now, participating is even easier. Simply submit
20 Onga powder promo sachet
or
20 Onga shrimp tablets promo wrappers
or a mix of the two, still making a total of 20. Submit
at any Onga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch to review your unique code.
And dial
*713*27# and win instantly.
There's over 4 million worth of cash prizes to be won, including
cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis,
appliances, and many more. Promo now ends on 15th August 2026.
Terms and conditions apply.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
This advert is FDA approved.
This football season, Max Buy Hat-Trick promo hits live. Score cash goals, win with free subscription and huge discounts. World Cup week, and my match via Mpong. It's unsaid with TV and Nintia. It's unsaid. Max Buy Hat-Trick promo, ewaha. Score up to 40% off on all TVs. After Super TV, then your free DSTV box and 1 month free subscription. Once more, predict matches correctly when you buy Techno Common 50 and get a cash back. Eish, where the Hat-Trick promo Ankasa. Pure enjoyment and massive savings. Enjoy the big games and save big. Promo way and cost from 8 June equity 20th July. Fraying. It was 0544 019 552. Max Buy a year hat-trick promo. A year hat-trick promo. Hey.
It's so hard to find someone who's always there, who do the best they can to push you to the top. But I found myself a friend who's all of these and more. When I put my dreams to sleep, you wake me up to dream. I trust in blue. I trust in blue. I trust in blue. I trust in blue. Save your money with blue. Secure your future true. Blue Ghana day for you. I put my trust in blue. I trust in blue.
Blue Financial Services Ghana Limited. Trust in blue.
Improve your gum and oral health with the new Nesta mouthwash from Ernest Chemists Limited. Nesta mouthwash comes in original and fresh mint for the treatment of bleeding or irritated gums, mouth ulcers, maintenance of oral hygiene, prevention of bad breath and plaque. Nesta mouthwash, great oral hygiene, long-lasting freshness. Available in pharmacies nationwide. Manufactured and distributed by Ernest Chemists Limited.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The power of relevant radio. This is
$7:36 on the Citi Breakfast Show. This is the Akwabwa. Oh my God. A few happy birthday greetings coming through. Today, I want to dedicate to listeners to follow up on some of the stuff you've asked us to follow up on for you. But let's go first into the birthday box. Happy birthday to Precious Kusi of the Tax and Legal Department of Deloitte. And happy birthday to Daniel Obinga Samoa, Sir Suhabil Tahiru, and Rodalyn Makafui Glate, all of the Strategy, Risk and Transaction Department. And to Hasniya Mohammed, Hasnia Mohammed of Audit and Assurance. Belated birthday to Emmanuel Mate, partner audit from all the partners of Deloitte. So today, like the whole Deloitte, they chop birthday. Precious Kusi, Daniel Obinga Samoa, Sur Habil Tahiru, and Rodalyn McAfee Glate. Happy birthday to Reverend Albert Okran. Rev, you've been a blessing and inspiration to many, many lives. May your new age be filled, or may your new year be filled with joy, blessings, and God's goodness. This is from Chris, Pat, and all the girls. This is Christian Dansoman. So maybe let me just add my voice to the Albert Okran birthday greeting. Albert, happy birthday to you. Charlie, you are a man. You're a proper man. You're a correct man. These days, he's the head pastor of the ICGC at
New Wine.
I think it's American House. Yeah. Is that the area? Yes. American House. Yeah, Albert, happy birthday to you. And to Joyce Nakwote of Achimota, wishing you many blessings from your friends, Gift, Kia, Mimi, Liston, and Sharon. To Joyce Nakwote. Happy birthday to Isaac Ejepom Boating, aka Kwame Isaac of PCG Kaneshi Presby Church Choir, from your wife, your children, Solomon, Stephen, and the rest. Somebody sent me a birthday request yesterday, but I don't remember the person. So please, if you are listening, send it again. I'm growing. No, seriously, the person sent me the thing yesterday, but I made a mental note of it, but I didn't save it. So I'm scrambling through the phone, but I can't seem to find the person. So please, if you Ken Addy. The person
had sent it all.
Yes, Ken Addy. Are you still with Bianco, or where are you now, Ken? I don't even know. He's an Agric guy, Ken Addy, not the jazz guy. This is Ken Addy. Yeah, he's an Agric guy. Happy birthday to you, Ken. And here's another one coming in from Ernest Jiwonu. Okay, before I do Ernest's own, happy birthday to my dear Anita Odei Osafo. Lots of love from Moses and the kids to Anita Odei Osafo. And to Dr. Odei Osafo. You know him?
Yeah, formerly of TV3.
Is it?
Anita Odei Osafo. Anita.
Okay, this one.
Happy birthday.
But the name that sent it is called Moses.
Moses.
And the kids.
Yeah, Moses is the husband.
Oh, okay. So Anita, she's a presenter.
Yeah, she used to be a news anchor at TV3.
Okay, where is she now?
Honestly, the last time I checked, she was doing something with, I think, British Council, in that space, that area. Okay. But it's been so many years ago.
Happy birthday to Dr. Mrs. Elizabeth Sovo, CEO of the Sovo Junior family. Hey, a woman is the CEO of the family. Family, they get CEO now.
Yeah, Obedi, they run things.
Okay. Okay. This is Uncle Joe Sovo. Is this your wife or your mother? Because the way you are.
No, it means that's the wife.
So she's the CEO of the family.
Yeah, exactly, running things down.
So the man is the what? The butcher.
Yeah, he'll be the.
He has power, but he can't implement it. When you say certain old men who are married will just say,
It take a remote way, he trained in TV. He trained to Tanawa to
when you meet a young man who is married, you'll be talking plenty. When you meet an old married man, he'll just say, and you just turn the remote. You know what? You don't want to know. You doesn't even want to talk. We eat the because Madame just wedge their way in the control things. So, this is to all the board chairmen who have voting rights. Board chairmen in families, they have no voting rights. They pay school fees. They can't even decide whether they eat banku today. The only power they have is to watch the TV in their home. the only power is that they say when EPL come, he get one bottle of beer. As for my EPL and my beer, don't run there. You can do it beside the school fees. The children will go here, everything there. As for my EPL and my beer, can't worry me, Charlie.
Oh God,
Charlie, don't be easy, Charlie. It will be.
We should take our board chair like that.
No, board chairman is a good post. Yes. The key is related with the MD. Because our MDs are difficult.
I tell you.
So it's your wife, Kojo. Say it's your wife. Say it's the wife is I'm the financer and the owner, but she's the CEO. You found a company.
Brutal.
It's named after you.
That's right.
But you have no decision making powers.
That's right.
Anyway, all right. Let me start with the first one. I am a resident of Greater Estate.
Yes.
There is a cemetery within the estate. I don't know whether it's greater or greater.
There should be Greater Estate. I think the person.
There's a cemetery within the estate, and behind it is a settlement. A drainage channel was constructed through the cemetery to carry water from that settlement into the estate. Unfortunately, the drainage serving the settlement is much larger than the drainage within our estate. As a result, whenever it rains, huge volumes of water flow through the cemetery into our smaller drains, causing flooding in and around the cemetery before the water enters our streets. The problem is not just the volume of water. The rainwater carries rubbish, sand, used baby diapers containing human waste and other refuse. Even more worrying, some residents have connected septic waste into the drainage system. This means that flood water entering our estate is contaminated with sewage, also known as fee, and other harmful waste, creating a serious public health risk. After every rainfall, residents of Greater Estate spend our own money to hire people to remove the sand that fills our gutters and to clean our streets. Meanwhile, the drains upstream remain clogged with rubbish, which is simply washed down to our community during the next rainfall. We continue to bear the burden of a problem we did not create. Our roads have also been damaged by the flooding, and the environment has become unsafe for our children. I can no longer allow my children to play outside freely or even pick up anything from the ground because I fear they could come into contact with contaminated waste. There is a larger drainage channel located farther away from the cemetery that could serve as a more appropriate outlet. While connecting to it may require additional investment, it will provide a safe and more sustainable solution for both communities. So this was a message that we got. I don't have a name attached to the message. Let's first allocate who is in charge of Greater Estates. Who will it be? Is it
that would be is it not a private development?
No, which assembly is in charge of this?
Okay.
Because for a cemetery to be in an estate, it clearly
is it a Teshi one?
Yeah, so that would be Lejokuku.
Yeah.
Is that a Lekma assembly or Lekma is different from Lejokuku?
I think it will be
Lejokuku Municipal Assembly.
Lejokuku.
It's Lejokuku or Municipal Assembly.
Lejokuku.
It's one.
Yes, please.
And Greater Estates is between the two.
Yeah.
Okay, the sender did not tell us whether he had written to the assembly, but he obviously has raised the problem locally and has not found a solution. So, producers, what you need to do is to find the Lekma assembly, find the MCE, find their phone number, then call him. If he doesn't pick, forward the message to them and tell them we want to talk to him about Greater Estates.
He's actually listening, most likely.
Yeah.
And if he's not listening, his officers certainly must be listening. And they should bring this to the attention of...
But why is Lekma one assembly? I thought Lejokuku and Kro, they are too big to be two, or it's one.
No, Lekma. Sorry, it's Lejokuku Municipal Assembly, Lekma.
Not Kro.
No.
But Kro is
so
different, yes.
Israel Ajete Ochinema is the MC, and then Ben Ayiku is the member of parliament responsible for that area.
So the question is, are they aware that there's a drainage problem in the Greater Estate and that there's a cemetery within the estate that has a drain that carries refuse into the estate? I thought Greater Estate was a nice estate in the past. It was a really neat place. I don't know why which part of Greater he's referring to, or she is referring to for that matter. So, what's the name of the MC again?
His name is Israel Ajete Ochwenema.
Israel Ajete Ochwenema.
Yeah, Ochwenema.
Okay.
But it raises an important point. If you have a cemetery located close by, you would expect that a different approach was used to channel water away from that particular space, because as you do know, because of water challenges across parts of the country, and of course within the city, many people are taking private initiatives, in some cases to sink boreholes, sometimes with proper permit, other times without permits. Now, you don't want water leaving, a cemetery, for instance, getting into underground reserves sunk by persons who are interested in dealing with their own water problem. That becomes a problem. It becomes a threat to human health and related matters, because certainly those things should not be mixing. So it's a major problem, and I hope that the authorities will deal with this matter with the urgency that it demands.
We are appealing to Mr. Ochwenema.
Okay.
And then the works engineer. So what I would say is that this is clearly an engineering issue as well. So Mr. Ochwenema, who is the MCE, Mr. Ben Ayiku, who is the MP. Well, I'll come back to this issue. Let me do another one. But I put it out there to let you know. This one is, dear Bernard and team, I'm a resident of Katamanso. So this is item number 2, specifically at Katamanso School Junction. I respectfully wish to draw your attention to a serious sanitation concern within the area. I attempted to channel this concern through the MCE and the MP. However, I was unable to reach them. And unfortunately, the assembly contact numbers available are also not working. The environment around Katamanso School Junction has become very dirty, particularly along the roadside and around the school wall. However, the most serious situation is at a place known as Katamanso New Bridge, stretching from Katamanso to East Legon Hills. This area has now become a major dumping site for refuse. Many residents do not clean their surroundings, and refuse is frequently heaped along the roadside. Additionally, there is a large undeveloped land nearby, which people have taken advantage of to dump waste indiscriminately. In some instances, trucks even offload refuse directly by the roadside. As a result, the New Bridge area has become one of the dirtiest locations within the municipality. The name of the text that is not here, but this is from Katamanso School Junction to Katamanso New Bridge. Umaru Sanda, I know you know this area very well. Can you confirm that the environment around Katamanso School Junction to New Bridge has become dirty, and there are illegal dump sites developing? And why should you be the one even telling the MC? The MC should know.
Yeah, so that's why ideally they should have monitoring departments within or monitoring desks within the various assemblies, which is what they do. That's why you see people sometimes go out and write all kinds of things on buildings that are ongoing with the view to ensuring that the owners come to regularize whatever they would not have previously regularized. So I'm surprised that they have not become aware of this matter. It's a problem. Again, you also expect that the EPA, sometimes you go into their offices, like the people don't have anything to do. They are just there in their numbers. And they are not sending them out to look out for these things, because this is sanitation related, isn't it?
Yes.
They need to be taking note of these things. They need to be out there finding out what is working, what is not working, generating reports for their superiors, which reports should be acted upon. But
especially if people are dumping refuse from trucks next to a roadside.
Exactly.
The assembly cannot say they are not aware.
Yeah.
Right? And I know this area very well because it connects to East Legon Hills. I have just not been to Katamanso in a while. Yeah. So New Bridge, School Junction, people dumping refuse indiscriminately and next to the roadside. Yes. It's so tragic because they did that road. It's a beautiful new area with some estates there. So Ghana didn't fair now. How do you go and dump refuse directly by a roadside at Katamanso New Bridge, which is now one of the dirtiest locations within Katamanso? Find the MC's name for me. Right. And then find the MP's name for me as well. Katamanso is actually a very strange assembly. It's too big. It starts from Kpone.
Don't give them ideas.
And it goes, I don't even know. And it's all.
Someone question Morton.
Don't give them
S.T.
ideas.
Morton.
Yeah.
I know him.
Don't give them ideas.
What do you mean?
When you start talking about it's too big, then think of how to divide it.
Please, it's not too big. It's normal. So Tete Morton is the MC.
Yes, please.
Mr. Morton, are you aware that Katamanso School Junction has become very dirty and that the Katamanso New Bridge, people have created a dump site next to the road, causing environmental risk for people who live there? Let me do one more before we take tech and social media trends. Good morning, Bernard. I'm reaching out to you again concerning the terrible state of our road at Dowenya, Oshoshi, Tarazo Junction, around Powers Lodge. You may recall that I reported this situation to you the last time it rained, when our road became completely flooded and we were unable to access our homes. Unfortunately, the situation remains unsolved, and even today, after the last rains, we still do not have proper access to our home. Last Thursday, I personally went to the Ningo Prampram District Assembly to formally report the terrible condition of our road, as well as the issue of people building and on designated access roads in our area. Following my report, some assembly officials came to conduct a site inspection yesterday. However, I personally had to pay for their transportation to enable them come for the inspection because I was told they did not have the necessary resources. I must emphasize that the workers themselves were willing to come and assist, and through no fault of theirs, they appear unable to effectively carry out their work due to limited resources. This raises an even bigger concern. How can the district assembly be expected to fulfill its responsibility to rapidly developing communities when its own workers lack even the basic resources required to conduct site inspections and carry out essential work? After the site inspection, I followed up to ask what the way forward would be. To my surprise, the suggestion made to us was that we, the residents, should buy the laterite and rent the necessary machinery ourselves, while the assembly would come and supervise the work. This has left me deeply disappointed and with many questions. Is it now the responsibility of residents to personally provide the materials and resources needed to make their roads accessible? If we are expected to buy the laterite, rent machinery, and bear all the associated costs ourselves, then what exactly is the responsibility of this assembly? And if residents are to provide all the resources themselves, why do we need the assembly to supervise the work? After providing everything ourselves, would we then also be expected to pay for their transportation or other costs before they come and supervise? I genuinely want to understand what is the responsibility of the district assembly in providing basic infrastructure and ensuring that residents have safe access to their homes. Is it the duty of residents to personally finance said basic infrastructure? There's also the serious issue of people building on roads and designated access ways in our area, further restricting access to our homes. This was also part of my report to the assembly, and I urgently need to know what action will be taken. I also want to ask another important question. After residents are asked to buy laterite, rent machinery, and practically finance the work needed to make our own homes accessible, can the same assembly then come to us and demand property rates? Are residents legally obliged to pay property rates when we are being asked to personally fund the very basic infrastructure that should make our communities accessible? Dowenya Oshoshi is developing rapidly, with many new homes and properties being built. This means the area has enormous potential to generate significant revenue for the assembly through property rates. But can the assembly impose and collect these rates from residents while basic access roads remain virtually unusable? People are allegedly building on designated roads, and residents are being asked to provide laterite and rent machinery themselves. I'm not saying residents should refuse to pay lawful taxes or property rates. I'm just asking, what obligation does the assembly owe to the communities from which it collects its revenues, and what accountability do residents have the right to demand in return? Bernard, as you already are aware from my previous report, the last rains left us virtually trapped. The next heavy downpour could completely cut us off again. Must we wait until there's an emergency, someone is unable to get medical help, or residents are completely trapped before urgent action is taken? I'm deeply disappointed in the Ningo Prampram District Assembly. I simply want to know what and where is the way forward for us. Also, please, if possible, could you share with me the contact details of the roads engineer who also reported on the situation online on the same day I first informed you about our flooding problem? I'll be grateful, as I would like to follow up with him directly as well. Our location is Dowenya Oshoshi, Tarazo Junction, around Powers Lodge, Sky.
So MC for Ningo Prampram Municipal Assembly, Honorable Raphael Uriel Nati or Nati.
Yeah. Okay. Then you have to look for the Dowenya one. Bernard.
That's Dowenya. Dowenya is Ningo
within
Prampram.
the same. Okay.
Yeah, that's Dowenya.
Bernard, you see, it was for these reasons that we introduced the Gary Is it not Gary? The other one, the one Neil Ante, the one Neil Ante is in charge of now.
Drip
Initiative.
District Road Improvement Program.
Exactly. Because we realize that you can't have the central government everywhere. So the local people do know the uniqueness of their problems, and based on their understanding of the problems, can deal with them directly. Of course, people had all kinds of concerns about how the machinery was procured. But the fact is that they were brought in with the understanding that some of these problems at the local level can be dealt with, even as we work with the ministry responsible for roads and highways to deal with these challenges. You have feeder roads in the communities that people can't access because they are in terrible condition. And you don't want to sit at the district level waiting for the central government to find resources to come down to the local level to deal with them. So we brought these things in. The question is whether we are using them for the purpose.
What are we doing with the drip?
Exactly, because we've heard, Neil Ante is no longer in that space because he's resigned, as we understand it. Somehow, it looks like either the machines have been locked away or that we are using them for purposes other than... Exactly. I mean, no country develops like that. The question is, in this particular district, if they had this equipment, what are they using it for? What are they using it for? But there's another issue. Which issue is, when we were bringing these machines in as a country, did we think about who was going to operate them? Did we provide the requisite training
for the assemblies?
Exactly.
To even manage it.
Exactly.
People don't even have transport money to go and inspect a site.
Exactly. So when you look at it like that, it may well have been a good initiative. But the point is, did we plan properly for it, and are we, implementing it the way we wanted to implement it?
So far, we brought you 3 listener concerns. One from Lejokuku, which is Greater Estates. The other from Katamanso near the New Bridge and the School Junction. And the third is from a place called Dowenya Oshoshi, Terrazzo Junction. We will follow up on these, but let's do a couple of quick announcements before we bring you second social media trends.
So 7-Eleven Baseline Boats and Nuts has premium boats, nuts, washers, anchor boats, start boats, U-boats, and more, all manufactured right here in Ghana. We also provide advanced coating and surface treatment solutions, PTFE, epoxy coatings, galvanizing, phosphating, and corrosion protection systems. If you are in the construction, mining, manufacturing, or oil and gas space, you know how essential these are. Count on us for faster delivery. Call us 055-712650 and 7-Eleven Baseline Boats and Nuts, made in Ghana, made faster, made stronger. One for you, one for me. It's feeding time. Yum Vita infant cereal with milk is making feeding time easy. Enriched with 16 essential vitamins and minerals. You only need to add previously boiled water and you're good. 3 exciting variants: wheat, rice, maize, for an amazing price of 5 cedi 50 pesos. Real value for money, affordable, nutritious, and convenient. Yum Vita, good nutrition for a strong start. Now imagine a world where your power never fails, your data is always secure, and your business never stops. That's the world Left Signature Limited is building every single day, from expert electrical engineering services to cutting-edge renewable energy solutions like solar, microgrids, among others. Our data center and cloud services ensure maximum uptime, seamless connectivity, strong disaster recovery, so your business never misses a beat. We also deliver custom applications, ERP systems, AI-powered solutions. Download the LEP Power app from the App or Play Store. Access the web version. Call us 0256 111 811. Lashibi North Celebrity Estate is where our office is located. Leftsignature.com is where you can visit us online. We are driving progress through technology and ensuring excellence. Now, the biggest football tournament on earth is here. KidBet is bringing you the Ultimate World Cup 10K Challenge. Win your share of a massive $10,000 prize pool in the KidBet World Cup Challenge by placing winning multi-bets and climbing to the top of the leaderboard. Add 3 or more selections to your World Cup betting slip. The higher your winning odds, the faster you climb the leaderboard. Check your position in real time on the KidBet platform, kidbet.com.gh. KidBet Bet Boss Challenge. Predict the world and win glory. Dear parents, what if this vacation could do more than entertain your child? What if your preteen or teen could learn leadership, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, confidence, teamwork, and problem solving all in one exciting camp experience? Introducing Leadership Camp Summer Camp 2026 Teen CU Edition. Leadership Farm is a transformational camp designed to help preteens and teens think like leaders, innovators, and future CEOs. Campus will engage in business simulation, money game, leadership challenge, creative projects, team competitions, networking, and lots of fun. No phones, no distractions, just growth, learning, friendship, unforgettable experiences. Call us 059-804-303. Visit leadafrique.org for more. Leadership Farm Summer Camp 2026 Teen CU Edition. Don't just spend a vacation, invest it.
3 minutes past 8, Citi Breakfast Show, Thursday, the 16th. Tech and social media trends next. Edwin Kwakuf is here, brought to you by Telecel. Edwin, good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. And we are all, depending on which side you're on, we are either reeling or celebrating.
We are all
last
on England
night.
side.
England side. Well,
on this show, we support England.
Argentina into the World Cup final. They'll face Spain. They came back from a goal down against England. In the around the 80th minute to the 93rd minute. Messi masterclass, 2 assists from Messi, which puts him at 8 goals and 4 assists in the tournament. But heartbreak for England, who thought they were going to
60 years of pain.
Yeah.
See, I said it yesterday that my heart was with England, but
you said something. You said
Messi on the field somewhere. We needed to have watched him properly, but we didn't watch him properly, and unfortunate. Heartbreak, but we come back in 4 years.
Yeah, well,
go England.
Yes,
Charlie
go England. But the conversation is around Messi, and they say if there was any doubt in anyone's mind about whether he was the greatest of all time, to lead Argentina to 2 consecutive World Cup finals, it's amazing.
After winning the Copa America.
Yes, after winning the Copa America. Now, yes, in the final, we're going to see the South American champions versus the European champions.
There's a name they call that match.
Facilissima or something.
Finalissima.
Finalissima.
Yeah,
Okay.
Finalissima.
Okay.
Yes, so everyone's happy. But as Messi trends, Ronaldo trends as well.
Oh, the man is resting.
But his name is in there as well. But Thomas Tuchel is coming up for a lot of criticism for his tactics late on against Argentina. People feel that he was very defensive, a little too defensive in the key moments of the game, which allowed Argentina to get the upper hand and put those 2 goals in. So
respectfully, you know what I think? You see, even if he had brought on attack-minded,
there's people will say, why did you defend?
Opens up and they score. They say, you are leading. Why didn't you protect the lead?
True.
Look,
the coach has done what he has to do. Argentina has won. Let's move on.
Okay, so let's move on from that and come back to Ghana. And Achimota is trending because of the Achimota Forest. And we heard from the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, Emmanuel Amakofo-Boafo, that the cabinet has revoked the EI 144, restoring the forest reserve to its full protected status and reversing the decision that removed part of the forest from the reserve 4 years ago. So that is being praised by a lot of Ghanaians on social media, who feel that in the last few years we are allowing our environment to degrade in several ways, various parts of our environment, our water bodies, our forests, our land in itself. So this is one step in a good direction where we are looking to protect our forest reserve. And Emmanuel Amakofo-Boafo, when he was speaking at the government's accountability series, says the President John Dramani Mahama is committed to protecting the last major forest reserve in Accra. Yes, so
I think it's important. I was just watching an overhead drone, shot from the Achimota forest, and look, I mean, it's sort of the oxygen production hub for the city of Accra. You have about 7 million people or 6 million odd people in the city of Accra, and we want to destroy this just because people want to build apartments and sell to others? No. Let's stop that. And it is sad that people who are put in charge of national assets like that are the very people who sit in an office, in a cabinet meeting or whatever it is, and decide, let's change the status and cut it out. The president and the minister, they have done a great thing. We need to celebrate them for this.
I appreciate this, Charlie. I think it was one of the things they promised when the controversy came up the last time that they would deal with it. So Kofi Boa, well done.
God bless you.
Okay, so let's go to Nigeria, to Edo State in particular, where a new flyover has been inaugurated or opened to the public. But then the response is what has generated some attention on social media. People have gone there to celebrate in their own way, doing parties, meetups, dates, the flyover
on the bridge.
They are celebrating it. Yeah.
No, Edo State.
Edo State.
Yeah, that's our favorite state. That's the former Adams Oshimole State. Obahiagbon was the spokesperson for Oshimole. So that place, Edo is a serious place.
Yes.
Political and economic resurgimento.
So they were very excited because they're excited about the development in any case. But it's problematic because the newly inaugurated flyover itself looks like it's been in use for decades. It doesn't look too good, but the people are excited anyway. So they were sharing videos of them dancing, celebrating, just having fun on the flyover. People organizing dates and things. It's forced the states to actually block off the flyover because yes, people are. There are too many. It's become a tourist attraction. Yes, it's not serving the purpose it's meant for. But yeah.
Well, to be fair, we did that when the Circle Dubai was open, right? I mean, a lot of people trooped there. You saw them there in the evenings, in the morning, taking photos and videos and all of that. So, well and good. What it means is that people appreciate good things, and so we, as a government, we should do a lot more.
All right.
That also brings me to the minister Agboja saying that they are going to build some new bridges over. Some of the
FM planes.
Yeah, that's right. In the north and some other belts of the country.
Okay, so my final trending topic, and the European Broadcasting Union and the Athletics Federation have announced new guidelines in how women's field and track and field events are covered by the media. So often we see, obviously, when women take part in track and field events, a lot of the time they are vulnerable in terms of their clothing and how their body looks. The new guidelines have been put in place to ensure that cameramen and whoever takes photos and videos of them do not invade their privacy beyond what they are allowed to, and put those videos and pictures on TV and for broadcast for the whole world to see. So they've put in pictures that you are supposed to get, what you're supposed to get, what you are not supposed to get, the angles that you can cover when you are covering women athletics. So that's a major deal. Let's move on to tech news. And back in Ghana, the NCA has amended the wholesale electronic communications infrastructure license issued to NextGen Infraco Limited, moving the condition that's granted them exclusive rights to Ghana's to provide Ghana's 5G infrastructure. So yes, that's a major thing that has been announced. It takes in their statements yesterday, the NCA said the decision was taken in the interest of the public to ensure a competitive space in Ghana's telecommunications network in providing the 5G.
Yeah. But Bernard, quickly, I mean, this matter, are we sure the company affected by this is happy with it? Because I believe that they must have legitimate expectation that the government will honor a side of the bargain. Of course, I have problems with how the initial decision was taken to restrict it to just one, operator. But the certainty of contractual obligations is a key requirement for ensuring rule of law and other things happen in jurisdictions like ours.
There could also be a loophole in the contract that allows for some kind of review, because there was a committee that did some work and then spoke to different people and came up with their conclusion. So sometimes government policy change can amend. So I feel like the company has not been kicked out of the thing. They've just made it more competitive. Because the government policy is that optimizing the 5G is better from a competitive position than a monopoly position. So as you are saying, they need to look into the original contract to see if that space is there.
Beautiful.
I'm sure the lawyers within the NCA would have thought of that.
Beautiful.
So we don't incur.
Yeah, and Bernard, if I may,
costs.
there's another issue I wanted to raise yesterday. I couldn't raise. It has to do with a new trend: dress with me or come with me. You see young ladies, young girls on social media, TikTok, Snapchat, and all of these spaces. They want to show the world everything about how they wake up in the morning
and prepare for
prepare for wherever they are going. And it's getting to a certain absurd level where you can see stark naked ladies.
Dress with me.
Bernard.
Get ready.
Get ready. Okay, you actually even know the terminology. Where you see them wake up, stark naked in some cases, go sit on the loo, brush their teeth, they have their bath, whatever they are doing.
Online.
All
in this our Ghana.
In this our Ghana.
And they call it what?
Get ready with
Get ready with me. Look, you see, freedom of expression, all of these things. The internet, let's use it for something productive. Mr. Minister, I beg you.
They'll say it's infraction of freedom, something, state overreach, freedom of something.
No.
This is nonsense.
Look, TikTok elsewhere, they are not using it for things like this.
We shouldn't allow these things. There should be, this is what I think. It's called digital governance. There must be a state-sanctioned agency made up of key societal members who regularly engage content, the companies, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram,
TikTok, all of them,
to audit the way they allow certain kinds of content. So they should be able to say to Facebook, Twitter, and co that we don't want this type of content shown. So as soon as somebody starts streaming this kind of content, take them down. And it should be state sanctioned. So it's not as if the politician will do it. Get parents association, get different groups, form an oversight body for internet governance. Write to the big four and tell them that in our country, if you are going to work here, there are certain content that you should not allow to stream. Violence of certain kind, sexual content of a certain kind. Do you understand? That's what serious societies do. Because these companies are so powerful that if you don't have a proper architecture for governing what they do, they are fools in every country. Excuse me to say. It is serious leadership that prevents their tomfoolery from polluting the rest of the world. So you get a proper governance structure so that Facebook knows that when it comes to Ghana, certain content, if you even put it on, we will not allow it to stream. But here, and we have done the thing on our TV and radio. Now we have sent the tomfoolery into internet. I mean, Ghana, when will we get serious?
So when I went to Dubai, they blocked video calls from WhatsApp and Snapchat because they feel it's an avenue where people can do several things.
Are you more developed than Dubai?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we sit here and say we have freedom. Dubai, they are ahead of us.
Charlie?
Charlie, Telecom Fixed Broadband upgrade. You get up to 40% more data on the same old bundles. Best part, the bundles don't expire.
That's how we like it in the town.
Yeah, from on-cap speeds to fixed line calls and flexible data moves that allows you to move data up to 4 devices. Telecom offers an unmatched band for fixed broadband solutions for every need.
Telecom Fixed Broadband has got you.
For your home or business, experience the true broadband difference with up to 40% more data on Telecom Fixed Broadband at the same price. Move your non-expiry data to up to 4 devices. Get free fixed line calls and more tailored fixed broadband solutions for your home or business. Subscribe at www.telecel.com or download the Telecel Play app or visit a Telecel retail shop today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Why settle for less? Study at a top 1% university worldwide right here in Ghana. Lancaster University Ghana is the only British branch campus in sub-Saharan Africa, offering a highly accredited UK degree in business, law, computer science, politics, and more. Same global standard, same prestigious degree, right at your doorstep. Applications are open. Visit lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, a global degree at your doorstep.
From the heart of
open your eyes, taking you higher. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. BOA, we go there for you night and day. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher.
Hey, my screen. Charlie, I just bought this thing. Relax. You get Samsung Care Plus. Or, what's that? Charlie, Samsung Care Plus covers accidental screen damage. Like yours. One small repair fee, and your phone is sorted. Hey, for real. Even my Galaxy S25. S25, or A series, Z Flip, Z Fold, all covered. I just registered within 30 days of buying. Did you? I bought it like last week. Go register now. Make you no waste time.
Samsung Care Plus. Protect your Samsung Galaxy phone today. Register within 30 days of purchase. Visit samsung.com/Africa or your nearest Samsung dealer. Terms and conditions apply.
Charlie, notifications. Oh, hey, you make hot pass.
Charlie, some small momo loan where I take. Deadline be last week. They know they allow me breathe.
You why you for breathe?
Hey, guy, we can't talk that.
You they go take money. Time catch. You know they won't pay back. Huh? You know say no they end with you, right? You pay back, the next person self get chance. Somebody will really they need them.
I never see him like that before. Make I do him now. And done.
That's how it's supposed to be. You be the dog.
Yeah, I mean that.
Responsible borrowing be the real flexo for today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. Borrow, sort out, pay back. No more day.
A king was born today. Is that how you go celebrate? You say you love the man, but show working my sister. Open your cow bank up and credit his account. Life simplified every single day. Yeah. Open your cow bank up and credit his account. Cow bank make come easy, Charlie. Life simplified all the way. If you love your man, show work, you know. Not only talking plenty on his birthday. A king was born today. What can he do with that? Give him fuel, you give him vibes, give him cow bank cash just like that. With your cow bank app, you send money by airtime, pay bills in seconds. Wherever you go, cow bank make your life simplified. Cow bank, forward together.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Assembly.
8:21 on the Citi Breakfast Show. Techno lovers, listen up. Techno just dropped the ultimate game changer, the all-new Techno Camon Slim. This isn't just a phone, it's a style statement. It's ultra sleek, 6.4mm double curve design that feels absolutely premium in your hands. It features an interactive mood light around the camera that flashes unique colors for your calls, messages, and charging updates. It's preloaded with advanced Techno AI, bringing you mind-blowing tools like the AI image video generator, noise cancellation, and your own AI health coach. Capture every moment instantly with Flash Snap 2.0 and a powerful Sony night camera for flawless low light photos. You also get a massive 5600 AH dual battery and a 60-watt fast charging packed inside a tough water resistant body. Grab yours today. Head to any Techno shop for exclusive nationwide sales. And if you're looking for a world-class university experience for your child right here in Ghana, Lancaster University Ghana is the only British branch campus in SSA, which is Sub-Saharan Africa, offering students the same prestigious Lancaster University degree awarded in the UK with a 90% graduate employment rate within 6 months of graduation. Your award gets a head start in today's competitive global market. Students can choose from programs like business law, computer science, economics, marketing, international relations, and more, all in a modern campus environment designed for success. Applications are now open. Go online to lancaster.edu.gh or call 0209 607 008. Lancaster University Ghana, a global degree at your doorstep.
Now, did you know that the mattress you sleep on can affect your health, comfort, and productivity? Well, many cheap mattresses are made from low-quality materials that can lead to discomfort, poor sleep, and unnecessary replacement costs. Choose quality, choose comfort, choose durability. We've done this for close to 6 decades. Latex Foam is the name. We've been Ghana's trusted mattress brand, providing certified quality and unmatched comfort for homes across the country. Visit any of our showrooms nationwide or call us in Kumasi 0302-231-155. In Accra, so the first number is Accra. In Kumasi 0322-029-365. Latest Form is your partner for life. Ditch the banking hall queues and parking hassles. The Cal Bank app helps you securely send money, pay bills, and manage your finances right from your phone in seconds. Whether you are on a lunch break or relaxing at home, switch to Cal Bank mobile banking app today. It saves time, all in one convenience, ultimate flexibility with total peace of mind using advanced, fully secure technology. Ready to simplify your banking? Download the Cal Bank app today on the App or Play Store to get started. Cal Bank, for it together. Delexis University is inviting you for world-class education. We run programs from BSc, nursing, cybersecurity, digital forensics, midwifery, a host of others. Jump onto Delexis, DELEXES, university.edu.gh. Find out the array of courses we have on offer. We are located at Community 25 PB Junction. Admission is in progress. WhatsApp this number 0577 734 549. Now, every thriving business started with someone who dared to dream, and at Societe Generale Ghana, we support the dreams of small and medium enterprises. From now till September, access tailored financing through SME loan promo. Access your cash tied up in receivables via factoring and invoice discounting, or gain quick access to funds through the Boafo loan. You can also access the finance lease solution to expand your business operations with equipment and machinery. At Societe Generale Ghana, we offer solutions to match your exact business need. Visit your nearest branch. Call us 0302-214-314 between now and September to get started. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
The future is certainly you.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, the GIPCON starts today at the Palms Convention Center at Palm Royal Beach Hotel, 8 a.m. So it's already started. And the president is the guest of honor. If you want to attend, you have to just get to the Palms Convention Center. They have a downstream awards and gala night on the 18th at Kempinski Gold Coast Hotel. So please make it there. Let me tell you where we are. So today we are dedicating the show to your feedback or your comments. We read 3 messages. First one is from a resident of Greater Estates. He says it's a cemetery either within or close to the estate, and there's a drainage channel constructed through the cemetery to carry water from the settlement into the estate. Yeah. He says that channel brings in flood water, floods the area, and also carries with it refuse from in and around the cemetery area because of the settlement close to it. And he says their roads have been damaged by the flooding, environment has become unsafe for their children, and that the drainage channel is a contamination risk for the people in the estate. We've been speaking to people familiar with the situation. Caleb, what are they saying to us about this situation?
Yeah, so apparently the Crowell Municipal Health officers tell us that they've been to the place, they've followed up, they've cleared some of the debris that has blocked the road, but they also discovered that that area is not under their jurisdiction. This is Lejokuku.
So Crowell says it's Lejokuku.
And Lejokuku also says it's Crowell. So
so there's a jurisdictional problem.
However, we've been assured that they will revisit the site and try to address.
But why can't Lejokuku and Crowell Assembly meet together to solve this problem? If they have found gold there, would they say it's not for them?
Good question.
Imagine say they said there's gold under the ground. Both Lejokuku and Crow will go to court and say it's for them. So please go and deal with the matter. Second one, resident of Katamanso says the Katamanso School Junction to the New Bridge area is turned into a refuse dump. And I'm getting people corroborating this story. So a couple of people have sent messages to say, this texter is right. This listener says, Bernard, I'm a regular user of the Katamanso area and I can confirm that what your texter is saying is true. And by the way, it's really, really bad. Fred, have you called MC for Katamanso? What is he saying about the Katamanso School Junction to Katamanso New Bridge? Mr. Morton, is he on the line? He's on phone. Okay, so when you get him. Number 3 issue was a big one. This had to do with the Dowenya area, Dowenya Oshoshi Terrazzo. And apparently the roads are so bad. When the people went to the assembly people didn't even have money to come and do a site inspection. So they had to pay money to the assembly people to come and conduct a site inspection. Now they say they don't have any resources to fix the road, and that the assembly should, the residents should come together, buy laterite, rent machinery, and finance the work on the road. And then they said, when you finish, bring us to come and supervise the work. So buy laterite, rent machinery, finance the work, honestly, and then pay for our transport money so we can come and supervise the work. So the question Sky asked was whether drip exists, because and you notice a lot of these are large assemblies, right? So we are talking Ningo Pram assembly, and the first one was Katamanso. So Fred, again, call the Ningo Pram people and let's hear from them. Let me do a fourth one, Sky. Good morning. I'd like to use your platform to bring an important issue in our community to your attention. We live in Community 1, Site 2, Kwesi Plunge electoral area. We are facing a serious sanitation problem. You notice most of these are sanitation.
Yes.
We are facing a serious sanitation problem. During the tenure of the previous assembly member, the gutters were sprayed every month to control mosquitoes and bad odor. He also made sure that the public toilet at Bumbu Line or Bumbuline or Bumbu Line was not emptied into the main gutter. So this previous assemblyman sprayed the gutters every month to control mosquito and bad odor, and also made sure the public toilet was not emptied into the gutter. Unfortunately, since the current assembly member took office, and he mentions his name as Ahmed Issa Abdullahi, these sanitation measures have not been maintained. The gutters are no longer sprayed, and the operators of the public toilet have resumed emptying human waste into the main gutter. Whenever this happens, a very strong and unpleasant smell spreads into our homes. Some residents are even unable to stay indoors because of the odor. We have reported this problem to the assembly member several times. At one point, he explained that the sanitation workers were on strike, but the strike has ended. Although the practice stopped for a while, the public toilet operators have started dumping waste into the gutter again, creating the same unhealthy conditions. During the election campaign, the assembly member visited homes and promised to serve the people. Now that he has been elected, we are disappointed that such an important public health issue has not been addressed. We respectfully appeal to the appropriate authorities to investigate this matter and take immediate action to stop the dumping of human waste into the gutter and improve sanitation in our community. Thanks for the opportunity to share our concern. And the name of the area is Community 1, Site 2, Kwesi Plunge. No spraying of gutters and dumping of human waste from a public toilet into a gutter.
Bernard, you see, it says so many things about where we are as a country. And you know, recently when we talk about the problem or the menace of open defecation, I made the point that merely having a WC in your home without knowing exactly how to properly dispose of what you empty in there after eating makes you no better off when you compare yourself to someone doing open defecation the improper way. You understand? It is the same problem because you would assume on the face of
it, open defecation.
Exactly, this is what it is.
I go to a public toilet and you empty it into a gutter.
I mean, and to think that this matter was raised from the facts you narrated to us with the assembly, or they are supposed to know, or somebody previously in that position knew about it, and some spraying was done and that was it. I don't think spraying is the solution to the problem, because there is a way to properly dispose of human waste. The way to do it is to ensure that people properly trained and the right spaces are used for the purpose. But it is not only confined to this particular community you're talking about. You go to the heart of Accra, not far away from the Osu Castle. There are still spaces where you have trucks going to directly dislodge the thing into the sea.
Oh Lord!
Meanwhile, you have resorts, beach resorts, tourist attraction sites lined up, and in some cases, residential facilities. So the question you ask yourself is, who is actually responsible for this particular space? And how come we don't know that there's a proper way of dislodging human excreta?
The assembly member is called Ahmed Issa Abdullahi, and that the spraying of the gutter to control mosquitoes and bad odor has stopped, and the emptying of human waste from the public toilet at Bumbuline or Bumbuline, Gbumbuline, has resumed unabated.
Let me ask a question. These public toilets, don't they collect money? They collect money from the people who use these facilities, which is to say that there's some revenue coming in. Now, how do they use the revenue? And why is it that it is the easiest option, the irresponsible option, which is put all of us in danger in the event of a cholera outbreak, dislodge the thing into the gutters? I think that the people who are responsible for this particular public toilet have some serious questions to answer. And the Minister for Local Government has got to do something about it. And I made a point here that this thing, you are talking about particular locality, even here in Accra, the Odo channel that we have, many people have decided to connect their WCs to the channel. So when they flash, straight is going into the channel. But that was not the purpose for which it was created.
Pascal, the technology for handling human waste has existed for over 100 years.
Yes.
So it's not like, why?
Alosi, but it's not technology. Technology has no role in this matter. The biggest challenge is our mindset.
Oh dear.
The biggest challenge. Bernard, you saw the video of Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shai in his constituency. Exchanging words with the woman.
Yes, bring us food.
The woman is telling the MP that if you are not bringing me food to eat, why are you expecting me to clean my environment?
That's what she told him.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is only last week.
Yes. And actually shouting on top of her voice. Yes. That you have no business coming to tell me to clean here. What you have to do is to bring me food to eat. You see the mindset that the woman has. And this is actually, it represents a whole community of people and how they interact with their environment. They have an entitlement approach. It's like, you owe us our life to the extent that you have to sweep and feed us. Yes, that's
our own frontage.
Yeah. So that's why you bring, that's why you bring technology in within the mindset that we operate. It won't work. Bernard, look at our the hill riding services. The whole world, only in Ghana,
people want
that you take the Uber or the other boat and the other ones. The driver
wants to go offline.
He will go offline and tell you to give him the money to keep.
So that he will cheat the system.
The system.
Has employed him.
Isn't it a mindset problem? Is it a mindset problem? If you look, I'm telling you, if you go to other African countries, then you know that we are being very foolish with this thing. Technology cannot solve our problems because look at the escalators in our buildings, the public places.
The courts is not working.
Yes. Only in Ghana.
No culture of maintenance.
So we can introduce technology the most we want. But if we cannot change the platform of our mindset and how we interact with our environment, it's going to be a problem.
So, but for this gutter emptying thing, the people say that the previous assembly leader he was spraying the gutter and he was not allowing the waste to be emptied into the. So basically, he was more sanitation conscious. So they are blaming it. So they are saying that their new assemblyman is not doing the work. So on this particular Tema Community One issue, is a leadership problem.
No, but is it also not a mindset issue?
No, I'm talking about the leader, because in this case, it's the citizen who are sent to the report.
Has made a very fantastic.
No, we are not saying those two truths can coexist. It's not an argument. What I'm saying is that what Samens is saying is true, but what I'm also saying is that in this particular case of Tema Bumbuline toilet, is the leadership of the assembly.
No, on this
because people go to a public toilet, they are not going to do number 2 in the gutter. Then the authorities allow the waste from the public toilet to be sent into the gutter.
That is exactly
so. That cannot be the fault of those who use the public toilet.
Wait, Bernard. It is a mindset issue because
whose mindset?
The intervening period where there was someone who said, "Look, this is not how to do it," and took steps to ensure that it was not done that way. If the facts are to be believed, what it means is within that period, the people who now allow it, what were they thinking? Or what were they seeing? Or they have not become conscious to the reality that that is not the best way, or that was not the best way to deal with it. So the mindset issue is alive here. To assume that maybe the other one he was
so they assume you think that the idea that for them every gutter is a potential toilet container.
Yeah, receptacle. No.
How did we get here?
We got here by not punishing wrongdoing.
Yeah, that's true.
Not bringing people to the reality of the repercussions of the things we do wrong to our environments.
That's right.
See, we have supervised this foolishness in the urban areas.
Thank you.
And now we are taking it back to our rural areas. Go and check.
They are spoiling the places.
I'm telling you, the kind of rubbish we do here. Now when you go outskirts, you see that it started raining.
The plastics are there. It's getting dirty and dirty.
I mean, farming community, what business do we have with plastics in farming community?
They say it's development.
So 10 years down the line, if we cannot grow our produce anymore, who are we to blame? So yes, the assemblies, they have a duty, the government has a duty, but as citizens, we need to wake up to the realities of the day, that we owe it first of all to ourselves, to our God, and to our country. This mindset thing, and I always go back when we are having our private chat to this Kutua Champon times. When we were kids, we thought that it was just, let's also say so, one nation, one people, one destiny. We were saying it without understanding.
It was an idea of trying to get the people to own their development.
You understand? And that's where they used music for development. Where Kutua Champon, Dona yejuma manfwe eni brabo Dona yejuma ntina boagana penyi na mofra munya hunsubio enti. You see, what I'm saying is that every day there's something that drives you. Something that makes you feel good about being Ghanaian and owning that space.
Because, it's very important. Last week I was saying that development is not just the buildings. If the human beings don't believe that they have a role to play, I gave the example of people sitting at trotro, and then we said that it is bad enough for somebody to drop a refuse, but it's worse for the 15 other people to sit down and keeping quiet. And I'm saying that,
that's not the worst. The worst one is when you decide to speak against it, the 15 will come after you.
Good.
You
see, that point is what we are seeing with this type of mindset. And sometimes the challenge is that, in Achampon's time, because the nation was much younger, sometimes when you get experience, you become worse. The nation was much younger and much more innocent. We hadn't started doing monetary politics, the level that we are doing now. So when you discuss even an issue, it's more general. Now, most times we don't even spend time discussing national issues. You see, so that mindset of what I'm saying is that, you see, it's going to be more difficult now to do the kind of Achampon thing, because in Achampon's day, most issues were still national issues. Today, it's mostly politics. So, and even the people you are putting there now, what I'm saying? Even there are some people like MPP, so it's gotten worse. The country is now even divided. So
that's a matter of fact that you have stated. That's a matter of fact. What you see, where the difference here is that we don't have all the information to even evaluate the Champon days. We have some items that we can discuss. But what I am advocating for is that let's, if you like, pick the minimum that we saw during the champion days of galvanizing the patriotic elements, spirits of people, so that we own this Ghana together. Okay, without any sophistication, that when you wake up, you cannot throw rubbish into the gutter in front of you. There's no rocket science.
No.
Now, the next thing is that people who do that should be punished for everybody else to see.
Exactly.
After that, we should now go to the next level, that people who have been given the responsibility of making sure that people are punished, they themselves, there has to be a watchman over them.
That's right.
Because they have in the past abused that opportunity. So that instead of punishing wrongdoers, they actually punish people who dissent from their views and their opinions. So it's a vicious cycle that we live in. But for me, let's start with the low-hanging fruits, the things that are definitely under our control, where everything we need budget to do that. Why do you need budget to punish somebody who's doing wrong?
Do you think a national effort to create a sense of ownership will work in our current political economy?
It will work plus other things, not as a standalone thing.
Fine. The punishment should happen. What I'm saying is that
I'm not even. Let me give you an example before you go on. Me and you here, all of us here, we went out there to do war against indiscipline. Doesn't that answer that question of an effort to get people to first of all identify wrongdoing and do things right? What happened? Because it was not complemented with other stream of efforts from different departments, and it had to stop. Because now it starts fighting against the system. When the policeman arrests somebody for doing the wrong thing, he is called from the top that if you want your job, stop this thing. If you were the policeman, what will you do?
You stop because you have to feed your family.
But you see, I get you. What I'm saying is that we should not forget that we are a media house. So to the extent that we can lead something, we can lead it. And that's not even structural. It's more example
of
what
a collaboration with the Ghana Police Service.
Fair enough. The institutions like NCC or whatever, the government, are to drive this behavioral change. But the point I'm making is that the energy of leadership these days is more in preserving political power. Do you understand? So if you listen to whether it's the information minister or the communication minister talking about what they want to do, government accountability or president's tours, even if the president's intention is to tour the country to see what the work is about, inevitably his party will also use it to boast about his achievements. And the opposition will say that his achievements are not that great. So what I'm trying to say is that we should be minded, and I'm not saying we shouldn't do what you are saying. No, I'm trying to point out to you that the kind of politics we do takes precedence in what it wants to achieve with communication than what you are saying. Because what you are saying is what we actually should be doing. Because we finish elections. In some countries, they will say, Charlie, we finish election, let's wait and we develop the country. 6 months to election, let's start again. But here we do it the whole period. So even in governance, the governance is done with an election political slant. Do you follow what I'm saying? So it's a very big issue, must do, because the thing you're saying that we should do is what every developed country did, where you rally citizens to agree what you are trying to do. But here, we go to the ends of the world to win power, and when we win power, we do everything just to preserve it. Do you get it? So we don't really prioritize in our public communication attempts to unite people around the national cause. It's not a priority. The priority is for the party to look good and for the opposition to make the country or the party look bad. So the main issue is a discussion about who wins. Okay, and for me, it's not good enough. We should be able to distinguish between competition for electoral victory, because you see, if national development is your priority, okay, how many times have government accountability series focused not on telling the record of the NDC government or MPP government or whatever, but to saying we want to surgically deal with the issue of filth? Even if they will do it, they will bring the local government minister to come and talk about, oh, we are planning for cleanup, come and do cleanup. So the government communication machinery is not deployed to do what you are saying. They will meet and say, okay, let's talk about what we've done. We've spent 2 million cities. We've sprayed 200,000 communities. We've created 60 million jobs, and we have done ABCD. Ask any question. Do you know what I'm saying? But if the communication is to say, Lord, we have a crisis of filth, and we want people to change their behavior. So for the next 1 year, government communication from whoever is around, clean your environment. Do you know what I'm saying? That type of, okay, let's rally around, make Ghana clean again. Not as a political slogan, but as a behavioral change. Then there's music, there's Akan drama, there's cantata. People go to the villages, they act it. School children write essay competitions. That's how you build it. But what we are doing here is that we are very in a hurry to compare record and to decide who has chance. So it's not, we cannot, our effort is good, but it cannot substitute. So what I'm saying is that if the leadership of the country does not realize that its biggest challenge is not the opposition. Its biggest challenge is the people it's trying to lead who don't understand that our common destiny lies in their effort. Why will somebody be insulting an MP who has come and help clean the front of your house? Clearly, that is a major issue. It's a deep issue. It means the person's mindset. You need many weeks. I'm serious. You need many weeks of deliberate communication to rewire this mindset, which is very pervasive.
That's a development problem. You have summarized it nicely, but I see two ways. The citizens have a responsibility. Leaders also have a responsibility. Let me digress to the Nkokon Kitinkiti comment that was made by the minister. Okay. Now the minister is concerned. He's very worried that, look, this thing was done in good faith to enable people to start businesses.
Their own portrait, small business.
Now he tells us that, look, these people were given the chicken, and then the word that they are using around is they chew the chicken.
Yeah.
They chew the chicken, they did soup with the chicken, and then they did some stir-fried rice with the chicken. And then they took videos of themselves eating the chicken,
which was supposed to be seed money for businesses they were given.
For me, it's not the eating of the chicken that's my problem. It's the boldness to take videos and send wherever. That's where my problem lies. What you are telling us as a country is that everybody else is stupid. You are the only wise person. Now, beyond that, these persons who we know their identities have not been punished for that. You understand? So what is going to happen? Somebody up there will say, then let's stop the Nkokon Kitinkiti because it didn't work. Not that it didn't work. There was no follow through. Not that it didn't work. The policy has not extended itself to punish people for doing the wrong things. So it makes it more expensive and it becomes a very hollow promise.
So the lack of consequence and the lack of punishment
Precisely.
is what then sort of
if you get 100 and 20 of them went to do video that they were chewing and there's no results
were they even reprimanded?
That's the point I'm making. If you punish them and tell the whole world how you punish them, next time if you bring 50 people to go and do it, they will not repeat this rubbish.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that once people know that you will permit this kind of,
they will keep doing it.
They'll keep doing it.
So you're saying that behavior change is not only sort of social campaign, but also consequence for action and leadership enforcement. Because sometimes when you enforce leadership, people's behavior will change. So it's not every time you have to tell them on TV that do this. If the leader says, Charlie, this thing you've done, you'll be punished for it, and they get punished, they will fear.
Yes. In China, they will kill you for doing the wrong thing. Yeah. I'm not saying we should kill people. But
they're also shaping behavior through.
In Japan, you will commit suicide because you don't want to face the embarrassment of what you go through. So there are cultural underpinnings that punish people for doing wrong things, especially when they are given responsibility with state resources. So Nkokon Kitinkiti should not stop.
Yeah. So they should rather find a way of letting. And by the way, I'm not even sure what they were told, because you see. And I'm not going to, but some people may have been told that this is for you to do, it's like a grant. Okay, I'm not sure if they were to account for it. So maybe people are not buying, says, let me just chew it. Instead of letting it
I
go
don't
to waste.
think that the idea was to give people to raise chicken and chew. I think my understanding is that
they will set up poultry farm and own their own company.
Exactly, over time.
Yeah, so you can't eat your capital.
So let's just, for purpose of comparison, you see that during the banking sector crisis, the BOG advanced some money to some banks.
Yes, their support.
To save themselves.
Yeah.
Somehow, according to the facts as the court later determined, some people decided to use the money for their own.
And they were punished for that.
They were punished for that. People were prosecuted. The principle applies.
If you are giving states resources to do your own business, you cannot chop it.
You decided to eat it, and you see,
and they take video.
I mean,
No, I think you summarize it nicely in the terms of. So we have said two things.
Alaski, we are going to the women's banking.
Mm-hmm.
The women's banking.
Oh, they will chop the money.
Government has voted 400 million. Is it dollars or cedis?
I think it's cedis.
400 million.
Yeah,
that's
now.
That's small, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we apply this women banking agenda with this attitude,
that's how they'll do it.
Like we did with the other one,
Maslock.
Yeah, to be a problem.
All of them.
Call party people. Hey, the thing has come, so we'll give you your own. If you tell them this, they take the money. That's the end of it.
Actually, I'll tell you something. In some countries, when government wants to advance what is called like development finance to even people, it hides its identity.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they know that the money is for Exim or development bank or whatever, they won't pay. So you use a regular financial institution
that's how they do it.
to online, because some people, once they know that it's buying money, they don't want to pay.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so sometimes these companies don't even want you to know that it's their money.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how the Women Development Bank, whether it will operate as a development bank which lends to retail banks, which may be a better model. Because if you do it as a direct lending, like he's saying, the Maslock mentality is what they will use. And historically, people will, you see, which comes back to the point I was making around wanting political credit versus actually solving the problem. Because you see, if your objective is for people to vote for you because you've done it, you will do it quickly so that people will simply hail you. But if it's real change you want, you may even hide, because you see, in serious development banking, Sky must not even know that the money belongs to development bank. Do you understand? So you cannot want to boast with your giving of money and let the money achieve its target, because the money must do a specific work. And the financial institution in the middle is skilled in that intermediation work.
And recovery.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So, but we've digressed. I want to come back to the main issues. We have read 4 key issues this morning. I know the assemblies are listening to us. We have read these messages among many. There are many we haven't read. The way they sent it to us, okay? We've tried to make some calls to these assemblies. I really want to urge them to take advantage of the right of rejoinder to either correct if there's a mistake or actually tell us what follow-up actions they've taken. You get it? Because everybody knows the MC's name. We've mentioned 4 assemblies. We've mentioned Lejokuku Krowo. We've mentioned Katamanso. We've mentioned Dowenya, which is Ningo Pram Pram, and we've mentioned Tema Community 1. So all these 4 assemblies, they know themselves. Please, 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 either you get your communications team to get in touch with us, because we've called, people are saying they'll call back, they are not answering, and there are many messages around this. You see, it goes back to leadership at the local level. Okay, we all vote for a political party, we choose a president, expect him to change the country in 4 years. If an assemblyman cannot ensure that spraying is done in a gutter in community 1, spraying, assemblyman, this assemblyman was voted for by people directly, and he didn't come on NDC MPP ticket, which goes back to the point we was making. You see,
but that's the presumption.
No, he didn't. That's a fact.
Yeah, well, they may be
I'm talking the jury.
Okay.
He was not voted on a political party ticket.
Okay.
You are talking de facto. Fine. The political party's law does not allow you to campaign on a political party for assembly. What I'm trying to say is that this assemblyman or woman who is supposed to be in charge of this area is neither overtly NDC or MPP, for what we know. Yet, to ensure spraying of a gutter, he's not been able to do it. Now, if that is not a leadership problem, an attitude problem, then I don't know what else is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which brings me to the point around people saying that.
But then also there's an issue with resources there. How is he going to mobilize to do that?
How was his previous... Because according to the fact we've been given, the previous assemblyman ensured that the gutters were sprayed every month. So how come this one cannot do it?
So the question is, how did the previous one do it?
Because somebody supervised him.
Otherwise,
if we keep asking the right questions, we'll get to the bottom of it.
Sure.
You cannot say that this guy has an excuse, and I'm not saying you're doing this. Sky, he went around canvassing for votes to be assemblyman. We visited constituencies in the Volta during the flooding. The difference between two assemblymen is their resourcefulness. Some of the assemblymen, when he went to them, Wisdom Siade, whatever his name was,
right.
he had a list of everybody. He lost everybody. Some of them too were clueless.
Still there?
He's now the MC for Keta.
Logically,
you see. So what I'm trying to say is that if Sky is sometimes we need to let people know that they have to work. Because when these people were campaigning to be assembly, they went to every house. Didn't you see Kina telling the market women that he'll come there?
Yes.
They know him. So we should also, you see, people are failing at basic leadership.
That's right.
That's what it is, that people are failing at basic leadership. That if you're an assemblyman, and that's the basic unit of governance, and you cannot ensure that a gutter is sprayed, and you're supervising the discharge of human waste into a gutter, it's a serious situation.
Major.
And I think that people, when they go and even do this voting at the local level, they should start looking beyond the campaign slogans. Because this is allegedly non-partisan. Okay, because here people are saying that now we should vote for MCs. If a voted for assemblyman, if a voted for assemblyman cannot ensure that a gutter is sprayed, how does voting for an MCE change anything? This is what we do. We look at a problem and we choose the easy part and we change and we think we'll solve everything.
No, the part that comes with funding, foreign funding, Aloski,
the issue
of all the things you said, which we all agree, the fundamental is the mindset.
Look at one. There's another message there. Good morning, Bernard and crew. Are you aware a public toilet in Adabraka is connected to a drain? The public toilet is on the Owegon Lane, close to the Anglican Church. I won't mention my name for obvious reasons. However, if you need any further information, you could call me. Thank you.
Please read more.
See,
Please read more.
Look at this one. Before we go on, the people, I was sending money to one of my relatives on Momo. Then, after I went off the phone, now she calls me back.
Don't use the number.
Men send him Mahao. Men send him Maha. And I said, why? Is this one not on Momo? They say, a homedica. And to send on Befa.
Now,
a lot of people have gotten themselves into this. Okay, now what are we doing as a nation? We think that is MTN's problem. That's what we are thinking. So what has MTN done? They've gone on this campaign to try and advise people to stop doing this. But it's not an MTN problem. It is a national psyche problem, which is so toxic.
That's what destroys our financial sector.
Yes,
because people think that when I borrow,
the credit rating thing should be extended there.
Yeah,
should be extended there.
Yeah, that people
so that
borrow money.
You are flagged red for not paying back. That's how other countries have done it.
Yeah.
Even if it's 5 cities, let the person be flagged so that if he uses his Ghana card anywhere, it will pop up.
You are right.
That's how you solve this problem.
Our attitude can only be solved by enforcement. Yes. People abroad. It's called abroad. Let me read more. Good morning, Aloski and team. There's a public health problem slowly brewing in developing areas in Greater Accra. Now, houses pump contaminated water with fecal matter from sewage tanks into the home onto streets in Dawenya instead of paying sewage tankers to do the work. Typhoid and cholera upsurge is staring us in the face. This is a public health emergency. My name is Kennedy Ofei. I'm a physician, farm tech, MPH student. Let me repeat this message. It says new houses pump contaminated water with fecal matter from sewage tanks in their homes onto streets in Dawenya instead of paying sewage tankers to do the work. It says typhoid and cholera is staring us in the face. And this is a public health student.
Okay, on the same thing. Somebody has sent me one. It says something else. This discharge of human excreta into gutters has now come to stay. Oh, my word. On Saturday, when we were undertaking the national sanitation cleanup, we found a house adjacent to the All Saints Anglican Church.
So second person, same place.
That had channeled their toilet into the gutter. We had young men standing in the gutter, digging out sand and gravel from the gutter and waste doing. The assemblyman for the area, popularly known as Chubi, is fully aware of the situation. When I saw it, raised it with him, he initially said he thought it was soup that somebody had poured into the drain.
Yes.
The assemblyman built the toilet for free. And when the septic tank was full, they asked him to come and dislodge it if he cares about the community. This is the mindset problem that we are talking about.
Assemblyman built toilet.
Yes,
they say he should come and.
It's full. You should come.
That if he, and it's look, there's a toxic culture.
Let me read one more. Good morning, Bernard. The issue with Ghana is that we need serious attitudinal change. I worked on a project where we were to help farmers. We gave them starter packs in form of maize in 2 packs, about 2 kilos size after training them. They used the corn for banku, but didn't plant them. There was no punishment for them. No wonder they have chewed all their chicken. This is from Majua.
Yeah.
So it means the banku and the kuka can even do a mokbele and amadeti and chicken soup, because the farmers also converted the maize into eating.
Yeah. Trust you're doing well. This is the current insanitary situation this morning near the Straha police station. Overflowing septic tank from a private home, spilling effluent into the main road and frontage of homes in spite of several complaints. The entire community is engulfed with flies and pungent smell from this pillage. This has created serious environmental situation in the area. We shall be grateful if urgent steps are taken to prevent an outbreak of any infections in the community. We have drawn the attention of the Municipal Assembly to no avail.
Here's another one. Bernard, in this country, every single water body in our urban area is to be converted to a drain or gutter. It's a mindset issue. This is from Kofi. Caleb, read more comments for us.
Similar observation has been made with the construction of the Big Push Road from Afienya to Dowenya. The drainage or gutter they are constructing is small. We will have a problem of overflow of water on the road, thereby destroying the road faster, which is an engineering error. Please kindly help me draw the attention of the road minister and the MCA. I believe same thing will be done to the Dowenya Dodowa road. Thank you. All right, thank you. Good morning, team.
Morning.
Let's try this. When driving on the N1, when you get to the forest stretch, the temperature in that area is usually chilly. You all should try it. Good morning.
It means that the lungs of the earth are breathing.
Bernard, good morning.
Morning.
Please, is it possible for all municipal assemblies to have a social media handle so citizens can channel a lot of these issues onto their platform for prompt action? Videos, pictures, reports will help them to identify most of these issues quickly for prompt action. Sam Ati sent that from Tema. Good morning, Bernard. Regarding the Dowenya Terrazzo to Ososhie Deplorable Road, it is instructive to know that we, the residents, have been maintaining the road ourselves for years. The challenge is there is a quarry site there, and the tipper trucks damage the roads whenever it's fixed. Materials are carted for the main road construction, and that has destroyed the road beyond our ability to restore. We at a point decided to tow the road to construct the gutters and maintain the road, but the assembly forcefully stopped us at a point. Now the residents are exhausted. We appreciate your support. You didn't add your name.
Where's
Thank
the
you
area?
for comment. This is on the Ososhie Dowenya
the one I did.
Yes, please. That same story. Bernard, I would like to draw your attention to the building located near the Christian Village Paraku Estate bridge over the Odor River. Due to the recent heavy rains, the structure of a story just near the bridge has been seriously damaged.
Story building,
yes. The building houses several shops and appears to be unsafe in its current condition. It poses a serious risk to the lives of occupants and visitors. I respectfully urge the relevant authorities to inspect the building and evacuate it if necessary before another tragedy occurs. Thank you. This is Jerry sending this from Christian Village. Good morning, Bernard. I'm a resident of Bong. I have 2 issues to bring to your attention. The stench and leachate from the landfill site at Bong is unbearable. You can hardly sit out of your room during the day. The front of the Ghana Port and Harbours Authority terminal and portions of the streets has leachate spilled onto it from the refuse dump site.
Yeah.
Water supply is also an issue. The whole year, I can only count 2 occasions when water ran through our taps, and that was even for a couple of hours. We need serious assistance. Kofi sent this from Pong. But I want to draw attention to something. You see, when you're driving from East Legon heading to the Standards Authority, Emmanuel Eye Clinic, that traffic light, before you get there, there's a road on the right you use, takes you to Ponglo thereabout. Now, within that enclave, you will see some vegetable farms and a tennis court thereabout. The recent rains actually chopped off part of the road from the front of Magdan towards the Kanka building. So you would notice that there is a water body behind that side that enters this way. Someone has built a real estate on the stretch like that. If you drive behind it, you'll see that it is really close to the drain, so the buffer is almost gone. Now, if you come forward, so because the road was chopped off by the rain, you can tell clearly that this is a water area
So
where
water has started fighting the road.
Exactly. Now, people are building on that stretch, and it's increasing. So the vegetable farms are leaving, making way for the real estate. Now, the other side is that on top of that, and given how densely the place gets congested during traffic zone, we have a huge structure that is coming up from that traffic light section towards the Oponglo side. There is not a single portion of that land that is left for anything. Huge structure. And it's going to compound the traffic situation.
Do they have parking in the structure?
I've not seen that. I don't know whether it's an underground parking or anything.
Problem. But Caleb, you notice, not to cut, you notice that over 70% of what we discussed today has to do with basic sanitation. So I don't want listeners to lose out on the 2 key things we've said today. There's a mindset attitude problem with sanitation, which can be solved by public education and enforcement in equal measure, because the way it cuts across, and it has emboldened people to now connect their official sewerage into public gutters. So that tells you that the impunity is getting more serious. So they are no longer hiding it. And for an assemblyman to build a public toilet and for people to tell him that he should come and empty it, it also tells that the citizenship responsibility has broken down completely. I want to submit that if it's democracy we want to do, then we have to redefine what the leaders even tell the people. You see, in some countries, they don't do democracy. They come to power by force and they tell you what to do when you sleep. We say we don't want that. So for the past 33 years, we say we want to vote for our leaders. That does not mean that we can do anything we want. I think people misunderstand the idea that because we are in a democracy and they vote and there are political parties, it means that government can't do anything. I also think it has made the governments become very weak and very, very fearful, because they think that because people vote for them, they can't do anything to punish the people. And also, when they go about campaigning, they can't tell people the truth that if I come to power, this is what I will do. Do you see where I'm going? It's like you and your kids, because you are not parenting them well. Now, when they misbehave, you can't punish them. No, leadership must not be about asking people to vote for you and then they'll do what they want. Punish the people. If somebody has connected his toilet to a gutter, fine him or let him bear the cost of the cleanup.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Prosecute him and tell him that apart from the punishment, all the houses in the community, you are paid and you are surcharged, and they will take it from. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the leaders are timid. They've become afraid because somebody will shout and say we are not popular. I can't for the life of me understand why we think democracy means that there's no consequence for action. How do people connect a toilet from their house into a public gutter and nobody does anything about it? When in the 80s, I remember in Medina Firestone, they will come to your house. Beyond even coming to your house, they even look into your water storage tank. If you don't have camphor, if they see anything green, they will punish you.
They see those and
they don't tell us when they are coming. This is in the 80s, so scammers. They will come and we say we have advanced. We went to a program yesterday. I said, in Ghana, your democracy is good. This democracy that people can empty their boiler into gutter and there's no what kind of society is this? So I really want to say that if we want to do democracy, we have to understand that every right has limits. You cannot govern a people when there's no consequence for foolishness. And the assemblies, you see,
please say that part again.
You cannot govern a people when there's no consequence for foolishness. The assemblies, for me, I've said this many times, they didn't listen to me. I've said two things. Number one, if you start making the assemblies earn every money they get, they will be more effective. Stop giving them free money in the name of this assembly common fund. Select assemblies that are financially viable and tell them that between fining, sanctions, property rate, you are on your own. Give the money to rural communities who don't have money.
And police their youth.
Don't give money to Tema. Don't give money to Accra. Don't give money to Kumasi. Tell them that if you want to be mayor of Kumasi, your remit is to raise internal funds. Sky, between parking, between property rate, between fines for refuse, you can raise a lot of money. We have created a lazy system where assemblies sit down and put their hand. How does an assemblyman in Ningo Pram Pram tell a resident that you need to pay my transport to come and do site inspection? How? And that you people should go and buy latrite and fill the thing, and then we'll come and supervise the tick of it. We should buy latrite, we should hire a machine, and then pay for your transport, come and supervise what we've bought. Sometimes, you see, and I want to say to the president, this is his last chance to redeem himself. He has no election ahead of him. You see, we've used voting to blackmail our leaders for a long time. We've used, hey, yan tuaba, John Mahama, yan Ghana for what be paying you because who person survive. We have to get serious with enforcement of rules if we want to advance as a society. And the politicians should not look at everything around election. Okay, if they vote you out, will you die? Yesterday I was at the program. Peter McMahon was there. He's not dead. He's out of power. He's still living his life. Do the right thing and posterity will judge you. Because we've gotten to a stage in our development where we've experimented this for 33 years. Is that how many years? 92.
Yeah, 93.
Clearly, we've done well with arranging the musical chairs. So NDC to the MPP tomorrow. That's the benefit. And we can free our mind. But trust me, there's a lot more to democracy than that. There must be enforcement of rules. There must be consequence for action. People should lead. When you come to tell me I should vote for you to be an assemblyman, don't come and say that when you do it. I'm not voting for you because I want you to come and help me to do anything I want. Punish the wrong. If you are sacked for punishing wrong, let the media know that you were sacked because you did the right thing. Get it? We have sat here and we have used our airwave to promote this. So if you're an assemblyman or an MCE who is doing the right thing and you are being persecuted for it, let us know. But until then, you have nowhere to hide. The leadership dereliction is too much across areas. Assemblymen, unit committee members, MCEs, and the worst part, when you are MCing them, I would like to introduce Mr. Kalekula. Then you send somebody and tell you, please call him on. Please call him on. Yeah, you go to a program. Maybe you are doing a program for some private place. Then they write, please. When you are doing, please introduce the MC. He has 4 assemblymen here and 6 assemblymen. Then they write all their name. Honorable Kofi Mensah, Honorable Kodo for some place. So you see, the mindset of the leader is that I have a position, I have to chop post. And when you introduce me, you say, yeah. Meanwhile, there's fear in his gutter. You see, me, we have to learn leadership. And you know the thing, countries that do well, people lead properly. Yeah. If you say you are an assemblyman, don't wear political suit and tell me to call you honorable.
Honorable.
People must know.
Hey, Jinapos G-Tech, please, can you descend into this honorable area for us?
People, see,
go and clean it up.
Look, me, it's very basic. Even in this company, when things are not working in a unit, It's leadership. We won't go and start blasting social media executive who is doing national service. We call Wilson. You are the leader of the social media. What the hell is going on there? Isn't that what you do? Do you go about? When was the last time you went to line up people at social media and say, "I'm coming to take money from your salary"? He's always talking to the leaders because he's the one who understands the strategy and he's the one who's paid the higher salary. He's the one who has a car. So you cannot leave management meeting and go straight to online and tell, what's your name? What's your name? Lois. Do you even know her?
Who?
Lois. Do you see where I'm going? When they separate the company, he won't go to Lois, who's an intern, and kind of tell her that, hey, he will call Wilson. And the guy who comes say, what the hell is going on here? Why are you people allowing this nonsense to go on? That's leadership. And you must teach it. So sometimes you say, follow through. Yes, they went to me and said, look, you people, it's not about just announcing company policy. You must ensure that it is done. Do you understand me? So this assembly, people think winning elections is leadership and winning political suits is leadership. It's a difficult work. I went to a leader in one company. He said, Bernard, when I took this job, I knew I would suffer because people will undermine me. It's not by force to do public service. So if you do it well, because you are not there for political suit and honorable. People will undermine you, they will insult you, but that's why you say you do it. It's a thankless job. So if you don't understand it, don't come and worry us and come and be calling, and you can't even enforce spraying of a gutter. And yet when they don't call you honorable, you are angry. And we too, we are foolishly following such people and calling them things. When we are supposed to ensure, when they come to our churches, instead of blasting them, we give them honorable seat because they've bought instruments for the church. Instead of telling them that, Charlie, you are failing, this our area cry, when they come to your church, you give them high and say, oh, before we go, there's a special guest in our church, so you want to come and say something, then you give you money to buy instruments. Are you serious? Instead of telling that, honorable, if you don't change, God will punish you, he will vote you out. This is your bad leadership, it must end next week. That's what you are supposed to do. You sit down and let these people come, and then you give them funds, and then they go and think they are okay. How come you even spray a gutter in your community? Then what's your use? Then you get up and say, when they come to you, you rather hail them. Do you understand what I'm saying? We are creating a society where people think that leadership is position and people think citizen is entitlement. That's not true. Citizenship is responsibility, it's not entitlement. It's responsibility and accountability. So leaders should come out of their shell and do their work. Whether you do it or not, you will die. You see, that's the problem. People, you see, in this world, you will die. So you better do something useful with your life before you die. Because even if you just waste the position, you will die and won't even remember you. Now they talk about a champion, they talk about Sally from Mankwa. Now people who have left us, who we claim that they were doing things wrong, now we miss them. Even Rollins, they say, if Rollins was there like this, when he was there, why was there when you insulting him? Now if Rollins was there, what? You see our mindset is bad. It's terrible. Correct. We need leaders who will do the work, because leadership is not fans. And this fan-seeking leadership that we have created a society around,
and people are making money out of it.
It's a lonely, difficult work because you will do the right thing. The people you are trying to help, they will ask him. They will undermine you. They will choke you, and they will do medicine against you.
Yeah,
the people you are trying to help, they will kill you. Even just as they killed him. If you want to lead, you see, that's why we don't. The Bible says, "No man takes this honor unto himself." It's not. You see, don't rush. I don't want post too. He gives. I don't want it because I don't. If you get post, it imposes a responsibility on you, and you'll be judged for your dereliction. So don't rush for the post, and then when they ask you to do the work, you can't now be hiding. So look how people are campaigning. The man hasn't even finished the second year. People want to chop president already. To president to come and do what? When you can't even enforce spraying in gutter.
Doing all sorts of stuff because they want to be president.
We have not woken up to the responsibility of citizen responsibility and leadership enforcement. We haven't understood it. Yet we say we are a democracy and we are doing elections. We must train people to understand what leadership is. That's why when you go to school, they say you are cupboard boy, you are compound prefect. When Mr. Kote comes and the classroom is not swept, the first question, class captain, where are you? You collect sis. It's not the one to sweep. You didn't. So when you collect your sis, then the road that's supposed to sweep, they also collect their 6.
Compound overseas.
Next week when he comes, he will sweep. Simple. He will give you 6 hot lashes. Now secondary schools, they don't want to lash people again.
Compound overseas.
He will give you. You see, we have to decide what we want. Don't let some donor come and tell you that, oh, this is not what they do in that. You know how your people are. Develop systems that you use to govern so that you will develop. Don't go and borrow something from somewhere.
Wholesale.
No, you know your people. And we know that our people, if you don't insist, they take Momo, they won't pay. Momo, and he or the cow, but he he doesn't know that he's destroying his own future. You are borrowing money from your uncle. Now you say you shouldn't pass the money to your number because you owe MTN, so you don't want to pay.
The worst part is when they work for you and
we should be there.
Are sending the money to them. You send the money to pay for the service they have run. They say, no, you have not paid them because the money you sent
has been taken by. See, this mindset, Bernard, maybe we need to spend time really dealing with this mindset.
Disabuse.
I tell you.
See, I said this to you off air some days ago. A relative who had to go and do surgery
Charlie
reaches out to me. The family reaches out to me to help with payment.
Charlie.
So I said, okay, you go to the hospital and let me know how much it costs. And then they go to the hospital and then they give me the figure of 35,000 Ghana cedis. I said, okay, fair enough. Not that I have the money sitting there, but send me the name of the doctor.
Correct.
So that I will reach out to the doctor. First red flag, they send me the name of a wrong doctor or the wrong name of a doctor, whichever way. Secondly, based on the condition of the person and the hospital that they had taken her, I could figure out which doctor could possibly be doing this surgery. So I reached out to the doctor myself. And then she said to me, oh, okay, so you are the one. I said, you are the one means what?
You are the one doing the payment.
No. I said, what? He said, the people came to me that somebody will call me to ask me how much it costs. And that I shouldn't worry. I should just tell the person that 35,000. So I said, but what is it? They said, oh, I don't think this surgery will be up to 10,000.
Hey, Mr. Otia.
They said, I said that I don't think it will up to be 10,000.
Not even 10K.
Yes.
Wow.
So I said, okay.
They finish you.
Why would they want to? So she goes back to ask them. They say, oh, since the girl had a problem, yeah, book out them like we've been spending money. So we've added all the money for him to pay. Good. So I said to the doctor that what I'm doing is my God-given responsibility, and I will not move away from that. Give me that bill. Don't tell them anything. And you wait till you hear the worst part. Don't tell them anything. Don't even discuss the details with them. Let me pay the money, which is it costs like 8,000 or something. Let me pay the money. So I paid. And then she called them to come. That your uncle has paid, so come and do the. And then when they got there, that they heard that the money had been paid. The family people started jumping, and then they told the doctor that you will get your portion, so don't worry.
Your portion of what? They thought it was 35 that was paid.
You will get your portion. So, and I'm telling you that up to today, I've never asked them a question. So surgery done successful.
So
ladies gone back to the
what happened
village.
after the money was discovered? It was only the real money that was paid.
No, I didn't say anything to them. But I'm bringing it this. The mindset is so toxic.
It's a mindset.
And I'm sure people listening to us
it's a mindset. It's a mindset.
Copious examples.
We have a lot of work to do.
If we can't change from that basic platform of mindset.
Samuel, thank you for sharing this story. It's a very difficult story, but thank you for sharing. We'll take a break. We have more when we come back. So the community complaints we have put out, there will be follow-ups with the assemblies, but we are also dealing with bigger issues of attitudes, leadership, and mindset. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone. You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Original the drink. Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Who dey brass? We dey brass them. Who dey brass? We dey brass them. Who dey brass? We dey brass them. Brass your teeth. Brass your teeth every day and night. After eating before bed, brass the gems away. The sugar jam, go brass them. Fufu jam, go brass them. Rice jam, go brass them. We go.
When it comes to your teeth, Fano World Cup. Brush them twice daily with Pepsodent, now in limited edition packs. This advert is FDA approved.
What will the world need tomorrow? Smarter systems, bolder thinkers, people who don't just use technology but build it as well. At Academic City University, that's exactly whom we train. Whether you're starting your undergraduate degree or advancing with a master's program, from business and communication arts to engineering and computational sciences, our programs are built with industry for real-world impact. You won't just graduate with a certificate, you'll graduate ready to solve, build, and lead. The future belongs to those who are prepared. Are you ready? Call 0594 030 308. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders.
There comes a time in every young guy's life when something changes. The girls in your class, they're not as loud as you thought, and not as annoying either. Wow, their voices sound different now, almost nice, and somehow you actually enjoy spending time with them. You don't know when it happened, you don't know how, but suddenly you're always looking for an excuse to spend time with them. Luckily, some things make it easier.
Kweku, can I have some of your Munchie chocolate chips cookies?
Hey, you! Start the moments that matter with Munchie chocolate chip cookies and experience the unmistakable crunch of chocolatey joy.
Munchie! This advert is FDA approved.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Abrabonya ne wana monto asitramu konimdie nyina gna oso enso se wan kentima etraye de sonda yempo Kakra enframadi hu padia wonyo ensa enyadmansu ensene didio ke manifesta dansi anima vutuete waso pemne bebo
see how they slack, worry about all the things that they lack. Young, gifted, and black. Gift a gap and I rap. I suppose I should clap. Give thanks and give dap. Put my son on my lap or run a victory lap. Opportunity.
Time check is 9:30 on the Citi Breakfast Show. And we'll be speaking to Obinfo.
We out here. We don't adhere to regular rules. Our mama's faster than point.
Obadele Kambon
with some reckless dudes
from the College of Humanities and chair of the Door Dialogue Committee. He's also the founder and official spokesperson for the Decade of Our Repatriation Initiative.
Now we bleed and bruise.
And they have a big program tomorrow to launch this initiative with some interesting speakers. We're speaking to him about that shortly. It's happening at the University of Ghana Great Hall. And don't forget that our president has also started some repatriation initiative. And all of these feed into that. And the AU is also being brought on board as well. So it's a massive conversation happening within the diasporan community as well. And of course, they have an event in October where dialogues and diaspora and repatriation perspectives will be done. There will be exhibitions, media engagements, and all kinds of things around this very important subject of repatriation. So Obinfo is a researcher and a lecturer. So you are called Obinfo because that's the tree name for what we call professor, correct?
Exactly.
And you have codified it. So Obinfo is your name.
So if you go to campus, everyone can be Obinfo, but when you say Obinfo, they
you are the
start
one
pointing to my office.
When did you adopt that name?
When I became associate professor.
Okay.
Then you can start being called professor. So there are different levels. So when you first come in, you're a lecturer, a research fellow. You can become senior research fellow. But then when you become professor, you're Obinfo. I've been told that within the next few weeks I'll get a verdict on the full professorship, which I've already submitted.
So what will full professor be in tree to be?
I have something that I want to be using. So when I speak, people say, "Oh, what be I want to start using or shiffle." I want to coin a thing, but I'm just waiting for the full recognition. Then I say, shiffle.
But what do you teach? What's your research and teaching area?
Very good. So I'm at the Institute of African Studies, which is of course within the College of Humanities, and there are several courses that I teach. I've been on sabbatical for the last 2 years, but my full courses, one I taught Foundations of African Thought, which was more a philosophy class.
Correct.
I taught Intro to Chi, which is for those Ghanaians and those outside of Ghana who want to learn the language. My background is actually in linguistics, academic writing. So, and then I also teach Medu Necha. That's the first writing system in the entire world. People call it hieroglyphs.
Egypt.
Yes, exactly. So I also teach that at the graduate level.
So do you teach, is it Asante Tree or Ekwapim Tree?
So mainly Asante Tree, but I have a background in both Asante Tree, Ekwapim Tree. And actually my PhD thesis was on all 3 literary dialects, Asante Tree, Ekwapim Tree, and Fanti, and how specific verbs are made into nouns across those different dialects.
How important is linguistics and understanding language in our development?
Definitely, very much so. So when we look at the open door dialogues, you have those who especially are coming from the diaspora. Now, February marked 100 years of Black History Month.
Yeah.
It started off founded by Nana Carter G. Woodson as Negro History Week. So what we decided, we had a town hall at the University of Ghana there at African Studies. We also did Chi classes. So that those who are coming from the diaspora, there are people who are coming from the diaspora and people don't know why they're here. Like, what are they doing? What's going on? Like, what are they doing? So what we actually showed is that there are those who are coming from the diaspora who are literally employing hundreds of Ghanaians, and some of them are going to be speaking tomorrow. So there's a brother, Dre Taylor. He has a multi-million-dollar facility there in the eastern region, right there at Abosomasi. I had a chance to be, around when he was closing the workers they were closing. It looked like a great migration, literally like hundreds of workers who are actually building that facility. It's really creating a lot of employment right there. But people like that, they're interested in, how can I learn the language, right? Because if you're going to be interacting with, Ghanaians, if you're employing Ghanaians, there's a quote from Nelson Mandela where it says, if you speak to a person in a language he understands, that goes to his head. But if you speak to him in his own language, it goes to his heart.
I like
right?
that.
So this is the idea. And matter of fact, next month, together with Jamrock, who's also going to be on the panel, they have a restaurant right there on campus that we're going to actually be offering tree classes once again for diasporans so they can really integrate into society. We have another brother, Calvin Daniels. He has a 46-acre moringa farm.
Wow.
He's expanding that out to 400 acres next year. He has 19 employees, all Ghanaians, and someone like that needs to be able to communicate, well. Now, it's not everyone who, within the first month, they can start citing proverbs, but again, if you can interact with the people, it makes a whole world of difference just in terms of how they smile, how they open up to you, how, they're looking out for your interests because they really see you as part of them, not like, here's a foreigner who's coming. And, that's part of the issue when we look at, not to go off topic, but if you look at so-called xenophobia in South Africa, part of the open door dialogues, I call it blackophobia, that's why I say so-called xenophobia, because they don't do it against those who own the platinum mines and diamond mines and gold mines. So it's very selective which foreigners they're trying to get rid of. But if you look at, these types of dialogues, it's so that those who are based in Ghana, born, raised in Ghana, they'll see what these diasporans are doing. What are they doing when they repatriate? What are they doing when they're getting citizenship? And they can see that they're actually housing Ghanaians. They're providing jobs for Ghanaians. Now, along with the open door dialogues in October 30th to be exact, we're also going to do a job fair, an entrepreneurship fair, an innovation fair. So we've gotten hundreds of student responses. We put a form out there and all the lecturers on campus gave them to their students. And the students let us know, these are the places where I want to work. Some were saying, I want to work at Citi. I remember seeing the responses. Others are saying, I want to work at whatever, MT, and I want to work here. And what we'll be doing is we're going to have booths set up where this is the side where they're dealing with communications. This is the side where they're dealing with mining. This is the side where they're dealing with, AI. Whatever they're interested in and what they've been trained in as students, they will actually get an opportunity to be interviewed in some cases by those companies, by those corporations, so that by the time that they graduate, they will have the exact place where they'll be working. Others will be doing internships. So the open door dialogues is one, an opportunity for diasporans to come and talk to the entire student body about these are the works that we're doing. But then when the students hear, okay, yeah, you're saying there are opportunities in Ghana, but where am I going to work? Well, we're answering that problem as well. So it's not just theoretical, it's actually practical by linking those born and raised in Ghana with those from the diaspora and showing that we don't need to be fighting over scraps like you see in South Africa. So there's a buffet for all of us.
So you clearly see the role of diasporans in our development. Have we quantified the interest in Ghana in particular for diaspora? Because you're obviously organizing around making their come back here easier and the interaction easy. How much interest and resources available for us to tap into, and what aspect of our development do you think diasporans can help us attain?
So I have a website called Abibitumi, and we have an investment group. So GIPC, right, Ghana Investment Promotion Center, they came on and gave, a talk to those who were there. And some of the statistics that they mentioned were that diasporans are accountable for $8 billion. That's in terms of remittances that are actually, counted. But then there are others who pull out, they pull out money from the ATM. That you won't know that that's a diasporan. So let's say the low number of what is actually accounted for is $8 billion. Now, if you talk about the year of return, this is, people came, they did tourism, a few celebrities showed up, and they said that was 1.9 billion, right? Now, if just coming here for a few weeks can pump $1.9 billion into the economy, imagine those who are coming here with their spouses, with their children, who are bringing their entire bank account, who are sending their vehicles, who are doing everything to live here permanently. Because those, I have a website called repatriatetogghana.com, and Decade of Our Repatriation is actually an initiative from repatriatetogghana.com. And they're saying that they're coming here because they want to make a difference. They want to make an impact. They want to help. They said, we've been building the land of Donald Trump for too long. Let's start building up our own country for our own selves. And so when we're looking at quantification, we have to start at the $8 billion mark and then start working our way up there. And this is the first year, 2026, going to 2036. President Mahama's speech on the first day of the Diaspora Summit, marked the start of it. I presented on the second day of the Diaspora Summit, and I gave everyone, and that's gotten like a few 100,000 views so far. So when I was launching it and letting people know that this is what's happening, this is an entire decade of people not just coming to visit, not just coming to, dance and then they go back, but to live here, to integrate culturally into the society, to eat our foods, to wear our clothes, to speak our language. And that's where we actually see, us building together and growing together.
Interestingly, the 8 billion figure is almost 3 times what we get from foreign direct investment.
Exactly.
So clearly there's been a shift there.
Exactly.
Of course, some of this is private remittance from Ghanaians abroad, but it's still very significant.
Exactly.
Now, you're doing something tomorrow, the media launch of the Open Door Dialogue. What is that, and what's the main event going to be about?
Very good. So the media launch is so that all of the media, we've actually written formally to every single media house in Ghana, especially Citi. That's the foremost. While I'm here, let me...
No, keep talking. Keep talking. We are listening.
So, we've gotten, promises from so many of the media houses that are actually going to be there, cover it live. and actually be media partners for this major initiative. And what will be happening is that those, diasporans who have come and are making impact, they will get a chance to be on panels, talk about, the things that they're doing. We have KKD, right? A very eminent Ghanaian media personality.
I think it's now the envoy to the Caribbean.
And that's why it was such a good fit. He's a president, special envoy to the Caribbean. Yeah. So when we're talking about Caribbean, we're talking about diaspora, you can't leave out the Caribbean.
Of course.
When we hear Usain Bolt, when we hear about all of these luminary figures, that they have made such an impact. So for him to come, for him to speak, it means that he really believes in the decade of our repatriation and these open door dialogues. Another special guest of honor, we have Professor Imhotep Alagi Dede, who is the Bank of Ghana Chair for Economics and Finance, another very, very eminent, personality. We have Her Excellency Ambassador Millie Tucker from the State of the African Diaspora. So that's representing the 6th region. We have all of these, luminary personalities. The ambassador for Angola. The largest population of diasporans in the Western Hemisphere is not the U.S., is Brazil, right?
Yes.
And many of them came from Angola. I actually teach a combat science called capoeira. And people know capoeira as being from Brazil, but in Brazil itself, they call it capoeira de Angola, which is capoeira of Angola. And again, these are the things. So, all of these luminaries will be there. The one who I mentioned earlier, Dre Taylor, Calvin Daniels, all of them will be there.
Calvin is the Moringa guy.
Yes, that's the Moringa guy. We have Kafui Day, who's my favorite MC in Ghana. He's going to be making sure that everything runs very smoothly. We have Elizabeth Olympio, who is the proprietor of Jamrock. She will also be on the panel. She's married to a Jamaicans. Now, we talk about those Ghanaians, historic diasporans, but then there are also Ghanaians who have gone abroad. We've spoken with Fuse ODG. He said as long as he's in the country, he will be part of this. Wodemaya at the, Ghana Caribbean Week. He said that in October, he may be out in the Pacific Islands, but he wants to be a part of this as well. So we're not just looking at historic diasporans. We're also looking at those Ghanaians who have gone abroad and have come back. And they're saying that they see opportunity here. Now, many of the students, what really sparked this idea is I was called to pull together a panel for Deutsche Welle, that's DW, the German, broadcasting network. And in this, the hostess, she asked those people who I helped repatriate, she said, why are you here? And then she asked the students, there were students from UNIMAC, and she said, how many of you, if you got a chance to go out, would you leave? Every hand went up. They said, the economy is bad. The economy is bad. If I get a chance, I'm on the first thing out of here. And what that brought to mind was that those who are coming don't know why Ghanaians are leaving. And those Ghanaians here don't know why the diasporans are coming. But obviously the diasporans see some type of opportunity. The Chinese are here. The Lebanese are here. Everyone is here. They're flocking to come here. It means that they see some opportunity. And if we think that the Chinese are intelligent people, and most people say if you can make all of these gadgets, you must be pretty smart. So what do they see
that we don't see?
And again, it's one thing to speak theoretically and tell them, you should build Ghana, build up the homeland and sing the national. It's another thing to say, here are all the corporations in Ghana, take your pick. They're coming here to the university. Now, this isn't just for students. This is open to the public and it's free. Let me emphasize, this is free, right?
So, by the way, is it a fair? Is it a conference? Is it a dialogue? What is it?
Very good. So the media launch is going to be letting people know what is going to happen in October. Okay. But for the October event, that's the main event. There are multiple components to it. So again, there's going to be an entrepreneurship fair. So that's going to be one side of the Great Hall. There's going to be a job recruitment fair. That's going to be on another side of the Great Hall. There's going to be workshops for those who actually teach people how to do their own coding of Web3 and stable coins and all of these things. Because with the digital, market that's out there now, you can be based in Ghana, and the same way that you're, scrolling through TikTok and Instagram, if you have internet access, anything that can be done digitally, you can be here and be earning thousands of dollars. So there's a young brother named Vandros Idiake, who lives in Tutu, just one town away from me, and that's what he's doing.
You mean Tutu Ekwapim?
Ekwapim, yes, Tutu Ekwapim.
Sound like Desmond Tutu.
Yeah, Tutu Ekwapim.
Okay.
All right, so, this is one of the things that he's doing. He's actually teaching. He just got back from China, from Japan. He's interested in skills transfer. That means you can be based here in Ghana and be earning $3,500 every single month. Now, you could do a lot with that in Ghana, right? Especially you convert that into Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
But again, it's going from just the dialogue aspect, which is those who are making an impact,
Yeah.
to now this is the practical aspect of, again, we've written formally based on the feedback we've gotten from hundreds of students of where they want to work. And, you know, every corporation that you can imagine, governmental and non-governmental, they were saying, oh, I want to work at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I want to work at GRA. I want to work at Bank of Ghana. I want to work at Daily Graphic, Adom, Citi, Unilever, you know, you name it. So we've gotten hard data that we can stand on when we approach these companies and say, we want you to be present at the main Open Door Dialogues event in October.
This
and they
is
can see their event.
what date in October?
That's October 30th, right?
So you're launching tomorrow.
That's the media.
Are you inviting people to come
Yes,
tomorrow? If
absolutely.
somebody wants to reach out, how can they get in touch with you?
Very good. So you can reach out at door.events, DOOR.events. So it's not .com, it's not .org, it's .events with a plural. So when you go there, you can RSVP. We've gotten so many who have already RSVP'd. The media is going to be there. We have students who are going to be there to, you know, receive. We have the special guests, you know, speakers. All of them are converging on the University of Ghana to find out, you know, what is this all about? Now, I can only say so much in an interview, but if you really want to see, you should come with your own eye and see what is happening. They say, "Brabeshe and Chrese be hunu seme." So if someone is telling you, you should go, all right, go and see with your own eyes, right? So again, this is going to be a major media launch.
You fascinate me because your name doesn't tell me where you come from, because you teach basic tree, you are a linguistics professor.
Yes.
But you're called Obadele Kambon. So
Obadele.
it sounds like Nigeria or Sierra Leonean Obadele name.
So Obadele is Yoruba.
Yoruba, yes.
Now, back in the 1970s and places like the US in the 60s, a lot of black people said, if we're not white people, why would we have white people names? Now, I get this a lot in Ghana, and it's from people who have names like John and Robert and Prisla, but they'll say, your name doesn't sound Ghanaian, but then they have you know, French names and German names and every kind of name. And it just brings up the question of, where did we get to a point where it seems normal to have non-black names? But again, from my parents, they looked in a name book, and the meaning of the name translates to the king arrives at the house, Obadele. And it's on that basis, the king arrives at the house.
Obadele.
Obadele.
So you were born in the US?
I was born in the US, and my parents were born in the US, and grandparents and so forth. My great-grandparents on my father's side were born in St. Kitts
and Nevis.
St. Kitts and Nevis, and then also Barbados, and my wife comes from Nevis as well. So
did you learn the tree then?
I learned the tree, right? I started learning in 1998. And my first teacher was Openya Ajikum, who's often on
Openya Ajikum.
Yeah, that was my very first tree teacher ever.
So you actually learned tree as an adult?
I learned tree as an adult. I didn't even know that anything existed called tree until I was like 18 years old. Right?
Serious?
Exactly.
And you now are able to teach it?
Now I'm able to teach it. And I also teach Yoruba, and I also teach Wolof.
Are you kidding
all
me?
at the university level.
And you learned all?
I learned all as an adult.
When you came here?
As an adult, yeah. And then so that's what I do professionally. So I also got 2 master's degrees, one in African languages and literature, the other one in linguistics, and then my PhD was in linguistics. And when I finished, I won the Vice Chancellor's Award for the best PhD thesis in the humanities.
How long would it take me to learn Yoruba?
It depends on your motivation. My very first award for publications, I won the Provost Publications Award for an article on language learning and the role of motivation. Now, what I tell people, I give them 2 tips, and this is a bit, you know, let me just come. One is, if you learn Yoruba, think about everything like a song. The reason why children learn so quickly is that everything is made into a song for them. And Yoruba is so easy because it's already tonal.
It's a tonal language.
So, like, if my name, Obadele, you have to say it like that every time. But I can make that into a song. Obadele, 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 Obadele. So if you do that, the reason why there's a song you learn when you were 3 years old that still is with you. Whether it's Che Che Kule, you'll never forget it because it's repetitive. And what that does, it tells the brain that it's important. Something that just goes by one time, maybe it goes into your RAM memory and says you don't need to remember. But something that's repeated 50 times in a song, your brain subconsciously is telling you this is important enough to remember, right? And then in addition to that, there are mnemonic devices that you can use to make it sound funny to you. So everyone knows Michael Jackson, Tito Jackson, the Jackson 5 and so forth. The very first word in Yoruba that I learned was otito.
Otito.
And that's the word for truth.
Otito.
So I came up with something that, okay, Michael Jackson lies, but otito Jackson tells the truth, right? I'll never forget that because I came up with a funny story as a way to remember.
Wow.
So, you know, if you're interested in integrating into society and you're a diaspora, and come to the Open Door Dialogues, because you can see those, you know, like myself, my area of impact is in education. There are others in agribusiness. There are others that are in real estate. There are others in every, you know, restaurateurs, hospitality, hotels. What are these diasporans doing? We don't, like I said, we don't want it to be so-called xenophobia, blackophobia. These diasporans are coming to take our wives. They're taking our job. No, they're coming to contribute to society.
Oh, you are a big man. All doors lead to the University of Ghana tomorrow.
10 a.m. at the Great Hall.
Launch of the Open Door Dialogues.
And the Great Hall is at the top of Legon, as some people say, Knowledge Hill.
We've been speaking to Obimfo Obadele Kambon, Associate Professor of Linguistics at the UG, founder and official spokesperson for the Decade of Our Repatriation. The main event is in October. I think we'll speak again. It's been really interesting talking to you. You're a big man.
Thank you.
No, you're a Charlie. Still Paul's. Meanwhile, MTN SME Awards 2025 is inviting applications from registered SMEs operating in Ghana. The award recognizes outstanding businesses that demonstrate excellence, innovation, resilience, and growth. Successful applicants stand a chance to receive national recognition, business support from MTN Ghana, and a 1-year business insurance cover from Star Assurance Group. Applications can be submitted online via smeghana.awards.com. You can also call 0242 266 859 to support. This event is sponsored by MTN and supported by Star Assurance Ghana, One Africa. Some days businesses go well, or some days business goes well. Other times, one unexpected expense can throw your plans off. That's part of the hustle. When you need a little support to keep things moving, Kashegbe Misika by Adeshuman Savings and Loans is here for you. Dial star 171 as a merchant. Go to the financial services, select loans, and select Misika. Follow the prompts. You could qualify for an instant loan of up to 5,000 cedis. In times like this, say to yourself, Misika day for me. In a world moving towards sustainability, SuperSem Cement is leading the way with LC3 technology, an eco-friendly innovation making us Ghana's best choice. Choose SuperSem's Superfast 32.5-hour cement for plastering, mortar screeding, and block laying. Use our heavy-duty SuperSem Superpower 42.5-hour for durable foundations, coastal works, and high-rise structural works. Call us on 055-3060-517. SuperSem, build your dreams. Fraud doesn't wear a mask. That's because fraud doesn't look suspicious anymore. It can sound polite, sound helpful, urgent, can even appear to come from someone you trust. But the moment you are asked to share your PIN or one-time password or click a suspicious link, that's your cue to be alert. When in doubt, always pause, think, and verify. Shine your eye. Protect your account. Stop the fraud by spotting the fraud. For assistance, call Omni Bisek on 030 70 86 000. Life Source International School is an all-girls STEM and entrepreneurship boarding school where we raise leaders and industry creators. We accept girls from Cambridge, JHS through A-levels, offering a safe learning environment, affordable tuition, and scholarship opportunities from 2025 and 2026. We focus on STEM and entrepreneurial career pathways. Call us on 055-955-2263 or go to lifesourceghana.org for more information.
We all know that silence when your rent is due. You cannot pick up that call. The shop is empty. You're pretending it's fine. The salary is finished. And there's still more weeks ahead when the goods are stuck at the port and the clearing agents keep calling. When your business idea is ready but the cash isn't, that silence has a name. It's called money, but Bills breaks the silence. Whether you need working capital, a salary loan, emergency cash, or startup funding, your Ghana card is all you need. Call Bills Microcredit today, 0596 920 833. Break the silence. Bills got you. When you buy anything, it's got to be the very best. Diamond 42.5 Algo is the highest quality cement on the Ghanaian market. They are rated green by the EPA. They have the 32.5 Algo as well. Affordable, great deal for your pocket. You deserve the very best. So make Diamond Cement your number one. Deal with the company directly anytime you wish to buy. We are all over the country. Our factories are in Aplao, Takrady, and Boepe. 0540 111 978 is the number to call. Diamond Cement is still as hard as a diamond. You're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, we know. That's why we've brought you the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. We have Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. So grab yours today at a local store near you. 0550 03223. Piva beverages, a taste you will love. Now the kids are home. It's time to give them that opportunity. Ghana's next generation of engineers and coders are being built right now. The question is whether your child will be a part of that. Now, Nyansapo Institute is enrolling kids for the 2026 STEM camp. 3 weeks of hands-on learning in AI, robotics, Python coding, cybersecurity, game development, 3D design, and more. 2 cohorts are available. Cohort 1 runs from July 20 to August 7. Cohort 2, August 3 to August 21, so you can pick what works for your family. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Give your child the head start they deserve. WhatsApp or call this number 0537 117 334 or register when you visit nyansapoinstitute.com. Coding, engineering, and design meet opportunity at Nyansapo Institute. There's great news on Delicious. Our Bingwaha promo has been extended to 15th August. Now, participating is even easier. Simply submit 20 Onga powder promo sachets or 20 Onga shrimp tablet promo wrappers or a mix of the two, still making a total of 20. Submit that to our redemption center. You receive a scratch card. Review the unique code when you scratch. Send that to or dial star 713 star 27 hash. You will win instantly. There's over 4 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes are ready to be won, including cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis, smart TVs, deep freezers, washing machines, kitchen appliances, and many more. Hurry, promo now ends on the 15th of August. Terms and conditions apply. Now, you know, when it comes to healthcare, sometimes it feels like a battle. 1 minute you're fine, the next you are facing rising costs and a diagnosis you weren't ready for. Eden Care is the reset button. Eden Care is Acacia Health's dedicated insurance for individuals and family. Now, we are the health partner that actually answers when you call. So make sure your family is shielded from the wahala of uncovered expenses. So stop fighting the system. Start walking in peace. Reach out via edencare.acacia@myenterprisegroup.io. Choose Eden Care today. Eden Care brought to you by Acacia Health.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Oh, not in a traffic is what point, sir.
Driver, police phone insurance.
Hey, my insurance will do on point.
They just arrested someone whose insurance expired last month. Now, dear, last 2 years, and you're still going.
Hey, where will I pass? Let me park and now come and wait. Oh, what's that? You hide. Just walk into the store and get the new Hollard Insure Pack.
Don't be caught wanting. Hollard Insure Pack is now available at select Malcolm stores and Shell shops nationwide. Just pick one app and the shop attendant will give you the instruction manual. Follow the instructions to complete the process. Araba Hollard will instantly send your policy document and insurance sticker straight to your WhatsApp. For more details and inquiries, call 020-546-3696 or 056-111-2777.
Bruh, what's that? Driver, where's your insurance?
Hollard Insure Pack, boss. Bought it at the Malcolm store right there. Instant.
Hey, why lucky for Hollard Insurance?
Hollard Insure Pack. And you're too easy.
You have completed SHS, excited and full of dreams, but not sure of what comes next? We invite you to be part of an experience that could change your life. Join the Heritage Christian University SHS Career Mentorship Program for 2 weeks and walk away ready for university, career, and life. You will learn career planning, Microsoft Office Suite, CV writing, public speaking, AI and tech skills, and acquire a skill in journalism and media, graphic design, web design, or bead, soap, and wig making. Beyond learning, get ready for fun and entertainment activities. The rate is a cool 400 cedis with free accommodation on HCU campus. Call 0551 026 164 to register or locate us at Amasaman behind the stadium. Heritage Christian University SHS Career Mentorship, building your future with confidence.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangerine. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055 00 32231. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
What if your ideas could shape the future of education in Ghana? If you were a brilliant pre-secondary student aged 11 to 15, this is your moment to shine. Welcome to the Literacy Challenge 2026, the national literacy competition that celebrates young thinkers, great writers, and future leaders. This year's challenge is all about artificial intelligence and education. The topic: in not less than 600 words, write a letter to the Minister of Education as a youth consultant discussing the advantages and disadvantages of the use of artificial intelligence AI in education. Advise on how Ghana can effectively integrate AI into basic schools to improve teaching and learning, while ensuring that students in rural and underserved communities are not left behind. Remember, your essay must be in your own handwriting, must be endorsed by a parent, guardian or teacher, and include your full contact details. Submit your entry by Thursday, 30th July 2026 at the front desk of Channel 1 TV or PO Box GP 14123 Accra Central. Stand a chance to win 10,000 Ghana cedis cash, a laptop, and earn the title of Ghana's most outstanding all-round pre-secondary student. For more information, call 0205 973 973. The Literacy Challenge 2026 is powered by Citi FM with support from Channel 1 TV. And it's proudly sponsored by Prospectus Ghana Limited, SIC Insurance, and Advocates Publishing.
Citi 97.3. Accra. Citi 97.3. More.